Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vortex Racing Network's production of Monday Night Mayhem. The Moonlight Racing League is live at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Utility Labs 100. 200 laps of battle in today's last Coliseum. Thank you so much to Utilities Labs. This weekend's race proudly presented by them, the experts in engine oil, fuel, coolant, and DEF analysis. That stands for diesel exhaust fluid, for those of you that don't know, but now you do. With detailed reports and personalized feedback, Utility Labs helps racers and professionals keep engines running longer, prevent costly repairs, and get the most out of every mile. Whether you're pushing the limits on the track or hard at work on the job site, trust Utility Labs precision you can count on. And Zach, there's a little bonus for today's competitors. The race winner will receive a free Utility Labs testing kit and full analysis. Utility Labs, stay one step ahead. That's performance backed by science, and today it's powering the Utility Labs 100. Who I in the booth today for the Utility Labs 100? You've got yours truly, Mean Gene Money, along with my tag team partner, Zach Panzarella, the last Coliseum. Zach, what are we going to see here today?
We're going to see pure insanity, Mean Gene. There's a good reason there's only a few of these Coliseums left, and these things are made for battle. I haven't been to this one in real life, but I recently got to go to Italy for the first time and see my first Coliseum ever. And there's a good reason that there's only gladiators who this place is reserved for, and Bristol is no exception. This track is going to ask so much out of these boys today. I can't wait, and this is a big field for Bristol.
Yes, sir. We're looking at over 30 drivers right now getting ready to do battle. Last time that the Mayhem crew came to Bristol was season 4, 2 seasons ago. We saw Colin Bollinger lead 94 laps, take the win. Team Delusional teammate Daniel Plant Smith took second, and Joe Volpis came home in third. You know, Zach, Joe also won that stage. Still a little salty from finishing second in Sunday's championship. Maybe Joe Volpis might have a little extra for the boys tonight.
Yeah, I would not be surprised, me and Gene. There's a lot of guys I have my eyes on today. We haven't seen Brits in a while, have we? And I'm excited that this is the race that he chose to show up for. He's going to be really fast today. Joseph Volpis came up just barely short on yesterday as well for the BRL Cup Series Championship. You know he's going to be driving with his rear end lit on fire today. And he's been so quick as of late. Doesn't matter if he's in a cup car, truck, ARCA. Doesn't matter. Joseph Volpis has been up front.
Yeah, Joe Volpis, of course, perennial contender for championship races and as well up at the top of every leaderboard. But after last week, what did we see? We saw a 4th winner in 4 races. That's right, Grant Applegate, Season 5 defending champion, took the win at Homestead last week after a fierce battle with rookie sensation Nate Lesko. They were banging and hammering, but you know what? They were just rubbing because rubbing's racing. The Undertaker, Tony Iverson, comes home in third. 31 drivers did battle, and look at those points. This is a win and you're in right now. Applegate, Bollinger, Iverson, and now Lesko as well, all into the playoffs. But that name we mentioned, Joe Volpis, right there on the edge. No win yet to lock himself in, but he is on the precipice. And then behind them, huge drop, 20 points down to Colin Bollinger's teammate, Sean Walton, in 6th. Novella Gambrel, what an early start to a great season, jumping up 2 last week. Nick Mills into 9th. Great to see Psycho back full-time. Buddy Sully, Season 3 champion, has returned with a vengeance last week. Saw him creep into the top 5. Daniel Plant Smith and Wyatt Mickelson, newly minted with that number 51 in the way too soon. playoff standings. But hey, let's not talk about last week. Let's talk about this week. Qualifying over. Let's look atop of the tree. And it's going to be a big congratulations to today's poll winner. The poll brought to you by Sim and Destroy Racing Company. Sim and Destroy, Season 6 of Monday Night Mayhem brought to you. Thank you so much, Kevin Kyle, backing racers who earn it every lap. The poll award is going to go to Jonathan Quesabir, MC Motorsports Driver First Poll of the Year, winning the Sim and Destroy Racing Company Award. Joining him on the front row, Colin Bollinger in the number 53. Second row, Eric Thornton and Nate Lesko. Thornton also a driver looking for that first win of the year. Justin Parham starting from the 5th position, joined on the 3rd row by Tony Iverson. Season 3 champion Buddy Sully fires off from the 7th position. Wyatt Mickelson continuing his assault on this league, starting in 8th. Sean Walton in the playoff picture, starting in 9. Matthew Fritz, welcome back to the 48, starting in 10th. Michael Mata starting in 11th here today. Jay Dargert ran so well last week, ran into some late caution, taking him out. The 59 starts in 12th today. Kenneth Redinger gonna start in 13th. This is an ARCA champion waiting for him to explode. Eric Gambrell, 14th, rounding out the top 7 rows.
In 15th place is going to be Jay Stinson. Look for him to work through the field early. 16th is going to belong to Steve Louie. 17th, Holla for Ryan Holler. 18th going to belong to the captain, Jack Sanders, past champion in this league. Brad Burrow will be starting in 19th place. Beside him will be Matthew Skerwick, back in this league. He's been doing wonderful since his return. Jason Rochelle will be in 21st. Craig Schroeder over in 22nd. Hunter Hall will be starting in 23rd. Grant Applegate, last week's winner, will be in 24th. Sam Milken will be starting up 25th. Nick Mills in 26th. Andrew Bollinger 27th. And this is the beginning of cars who did not put down a time, including Joseph Bulpus, Matt Novella, Zach Lawson, Jay Bev, John Beverly, and Brandon Guerin. Over to you, Mr. Kevin James.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
I mean, he's more pumped because it's Bristol. I think I'm more pumped because it's Bristol. I mean, Gene, what a big field this is for this racetrack. These guys have got to be raring to go, and we've got a talented field here today.
I tell you what, all season long, we've had a hell of a show put on by these racers. Remember, big shout out to our league sponsor all year long, Fish Speed Brakes. A community of growing, finding ways to help you be more prepared for your league race, help you with speed, consistency, qualifying, pit road entry, exits, and all the little things to fine-tune your craft. Fish Speed is about finding that edge in the brakes to outduel your opponent in the long run. Every track for the next gen fixed. Always be info to read up on and little things to learn about. Fish Speed Brake sponsoring Monday Night Mayhem all year long. We've talked enough, Zach. It's time to get down to business. Front row looking excited. And the green flag is out. Away we go. Case of beer on the inside. Outside lane, gonna be Colin Bollinger. Bollinger won last year, and he's looking to repeat. Takes the high line, but it's Case of beer down on the apron. Coming across the front stretch, Case of beer gonna lead lap number 1.
Do you have your audio on me and Gene? I'm wondering if perhaps Bollinger may have gotten a black flag. They are really big mix-up there in the start. Case of beer going late. The green flag coming out, I think, far earlier than anyone expected. We'll see what happens here with Bollinger, but it looked like Case of beer was going to lose that lead. Bollinger giving it back to him. Case of beer going to check out a little bit on this field. So far, so good here at Bristol.
Haven't heard an update. Nobody's talking down into the pits about an early start. Case of beer is your leader. Oh, he's loose. He's into the infield. Whoa, back up onto the track. We're spinning the 16 hard into him. Nobody slowing down. It's chaos. It's chaos. And the 48 is around as well. There's, oh no, Brad's in it. Looks like the 14 of Applegate. The 16 of Mata giving a little tappy poo to 01 of Beverly.
The heartbreak, Mean Gene. I have so much red on my SDK right now. But yeah, it started with the leader, did it not? We'll take a look at it right now.
Oy vey.
Oh no, Mean Gene. Leading all by himself, loose out of 2, I believe that is. Looks like he broke the toe link there. Oh no! That was Michael Mata. Those were MC Motorsports teammates.
Yep. And then look ahead, Gambrel right into a T-bone situation as well.
Oh, so we're already eating steak?
Yep.
Let's see if I can find
the
Gambrel.
Menace just, Eric the Menace Gambrel just became the cannibal.
Let's take a look at it here with Gambrel from his point of view. This was not even a lack of checking up. It's nearly impossible here at Bristol. And here we go with Gambrel. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's numerous, Mean Gene.
T-bone. You can't have 2 sticks.
One. And there's 2.
He got 2 of them right there. Well, that was absolutely painful. But those, you know, Zach, there's something we didn't talk about at the beginning of the race, and let's do it now. Update on the car, right? The diffuser is gone. That means there's less downforce. Then there's more horsepower. That is going to give you a little bit more wheel spin. What does that mean, Zach? Tight in, loose off. You think that's what we might have just saw?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, Jane, definitely loose off. You saw, and it's also one of the situations we see all the time here over in these Cup Series cars, is that oftentimes when you realize that you're loose, it's already too late. It looks like that's what happened there with Case of Beer, realizing like, uh-oh, this thing's a little bit squirrely here, but by then she had already came around and there was nothing you could do about it. And that added horsepower is definitely going to make a big difference for these drivers here, and we've already seen it come and bite them. I do not think that'll be the last time we see that happen here today.
No, and that's fresh in the run. Tires were still cold. I bet there's going to be a lull in stealth-inflicted spins once the tires reach optimal temperature. But then once that racing occurs, once we start going up a little bit higher, then those things are going to happen. What was that message from MRL officials?
Lights back on the pace car there. We're going to extend this caution by 1 lap.
So gonna clean her up, make sure everybody gets it together. Remember, this is a half-mile track, goes by so quickly. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page. 200 laps scheduled here today in the Utility Labs 100. On lap 100, the conclusion of that lap, we will award stage points to the top 5 drivers. No scheduled caution. They will continue to do battle. Now, funny story, green flag laps, they can do about 100 to 110 laps. So I think this will guarantee that they will make it at least to that stage on this tank of gas. Question is, will those tires make it with the adjustments on that upload on the car?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Me and Gene, pace car off the track.
Green flag.
That green flag comes at you quick.
Yes, it does. Colin Bollinger on the inside gets a great jump. Let's go Thornton side by side. Let's go making the outside work. Gets by Thornton quickly. Pulls to the quarter. Pulls to the door. Hits the wall. It's Colin. Oh, he's back at it again. And we're on caution on the track. Looks like Walton is aiming the wrong way. Brandon Guerin comes in and gives him a little touchy poo. Kenneth Redinger is down, as well as Matthew Fritz.
Yeah, that
Jack
was
Sanders, Brad Furrow into the pit.
Bristol gonna Bristol, me and Gene, is it not? It's like Sean Walton maybe involved in this one.
It did.
Here we go. Replay on screen here. 3 wide oftentimes doesn't work. Oh, is that Buddy Sully?
Buddy, he's loose off.
Yeah. I think that was Buddy Sully loose off, was it not? Wow.
Yeah, I think it was.
That is not something you see often from a Buddy Sully, is it?
Wow, it looks like he kind of lost it in the middle there. That middle speed, so important.
Yeah, here we
especially
go.
at this level of competition.
Here comes Buddy Sully coming around. You can already see it's already kind of tightening up on him.
Oh, look under him though. That ain't helping. You see that car taking the air off of him?
Yep. And then that same turn, Lesko hits the wall pretty considerably too, like you pointed out. This is a big hit for the 35. Oh, that's going to be a big one for Walton.
Yeah, it looks like nobody else, but if you go back, other people then have their own.
Oh, there was another T-bone.
Yep.
Wait, did you see that? Did you see that on my screen, Gene?
Was that Lesko? I'm
Someone
sorry, not
just
Lesko.
exploded. Watch
Brad
this.
Furrow?
I think it was Steve Lewis. Watch this. Poof. I've never seen that before.
Oh, wow.
All right, so where do you want to go?
I was just trying to figure out who that was that went up there. Was that Brad Furrow there in that purple and white?
I think it may have been. We'll check it out one more time. And they just disappear. Like one of the most amazing magic tricks I've ever seen. And this is a lot like Case of Beers too. Ready? Poof. A lot like Case of Beers where they come back up the track.
You know what this is? This is a trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Nightcrawler will make an appearance in Avengers Doomsday. Second caution of the day. More people caught up in that. Looks like a few taking this opportunity to come into the pits and get a little bit more fuel and possibly repair. You can see Jay Stinson, Grant Applegate, Brandon Guerin, few drivers, big names coming in, as well as Novella, Fritz, Rochelle, Buddy Sully, of course, coming in for the extended stay. Meanwhile, really parking it down there so far, Wyatt Mickelson, and then MC Motorsports, Case of Beer, and Michael Mata. Looks like Farmer has parked it. Zach Clausen is going to call it a day. That's the 43 Ford, as has Sean Walton. Big loss with Walton. Green flag, away we go. Inside lane, Colin Bollinger with the jump. Let's go on the outside, trying to keep pace. Down on that apron as well is Thornton, and behind him, you can see moving up is Dargit. There's the Undertaker, Tony Iverson, trying to make the top lane work. Side by side now gets a push on Dargit. The battle for fourth and fifth is finished there for now. Ryan Holla. Oh, and we're under caution again.
Don't quite see why this time. I will say
Matthew
this, though.
Zerwick into the pits almost immediately.
Lesko looking real sketchy out there. Am I wrong? Like very, very sketchy stuff from Lesko. Not really able to get a bearing, as this is going to be a replay here. Looks like Gambrill involved in this one. Is that Buddy Sully again? I guess we'll stick with this angle. Kind of like golden hour right now, so you can't see. All right, here we go. So Zerwick into the wall already. And then below them, you see the 56. Oh, and the 42 into Zerwick. And there comes Buddy Sully. Oh, no.
Yep. Loose. Oh, is that Vulpes? Who's that?
Right there in the wall, that's Buddy.
Okay, that's Buddy.
And
yeah,
here
that's
goes
the 21.
Zerwick. Surprised he jumped so quick. Oh, there's Gambrill. Oh, Zerwick actually hits under his own. Oh, he looked like he was speeding a little bit there, though. So we'll see what happened there.
Well, Zerwick's still in the pit at 1 minute and 10 seconds, so I assume that is for some damage. All right, so pace car is out, lights are on, and you know what? That's the third caution of the day. Why not? Let's do it. I think this is a great time to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors.
Woodscapes. We only work with the finest woods, the finest tools. We sand the wood here at KK Woodscapes. We stir the paint with a wooden stick here at KK Woodscapes. And then we brush the wood with a wooden brush here at KK Woodscapes. And when it's all said and done, we have these perfectly manicured nails. Put the plaques in the trophies, in the envelopes, ship them to your box, and on your way to you to commemorate your special day. Got wood, KK Woodscapes.
Got wood.
Oh, yeah. KK Woodscapes, original trophies. Thank you so much to KK Woodscapes. They are donating the championship trophy this year for season 6 of Monday Night Mayhem. Who will it be right now? A lot of those contenders up front. Colin Bollinger is the top car. Nate Lesko joining him on the front row. High side hustler Eric Thornton and Tony Iverson in the second row behind them. Justin Parham, Jay Dargert. Look at this newcomer up in 6th. Good run so far. Finds himself up 6-7 spots. Ryan Holla up there in 7th. Sam Milliken 8, Hunter Hall 9, and Steve Lewis going to round off the top 10. 24 cars on the lead lap. Pace car is off into the restart zone. We go. Away we go. It's a great jump there by the 53. Going to lead him into turn number 1. Lesko single file behind him. The Undertaker looks up high side by side with Lesko. Great exit speed. Can't quite clear him. Now he's in the middle. Meanwhile, look on the outside. That's the 59 of Dargert in that red ride right there. It's a red rocket.
Iverson gets that pass for second place to work that outside. Really strong in his restarts. Iverson looking to the inside on Bollinger now. And Dagger trying to make that outside work. Yellow is out again. Boo. Boo these men, Mean Gene. Boo these men.
No, I don't know. This is something that happens here. We're going to pick up the 4th caution of the day.
I don't even see.
This is a tough track to get used to a new package on, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, what we're not seeing is what brought out the caution. I'm checking back here. Okay, they're slowing down here. Well, one of those mystery cautions, a NASCAR caution as they call them. It does look like Tony Iverson had... Oh, there's this smoke in front of him. It does look like that Iverson had completed that pass, though, Mean Gene. So Iverson will lead them to green.
All right, looks like Jonathan Quesabir has also joined the wreck parade as he is exiting as well.
Yeah, Quesabir out of this race. Michael Mata, so that was an MC Motorsports killer. Lawson, Wyatt Mickelson looks to be out. Rayshon Wingfield has out of his car. This may become an attrition one, Mean Gene. It surely is looking like one, right?
And that's something we see all too often in these short tracks is the buildup of cautions until eventually you reach a good equilibrium. Oh, I think I just saw what happened. Looks like the 25 got loose on lap number 20.
Yeah, I did see that. Did he hit anything?
Yeah, coming out. Nah, I can't tell, but he did it coming out of 2.
Well, let's see. How close are we to green? Nah, I'm sure we'll have plenty more wrecks to look at. Let me find the 25 now, though. There is Jack Sanders. He's still looking healthy. Does he appear to be in the lead lap? That's what's going to be important.
His right front clipped that infield wall. It was at an angle. We'll just have to see where he is. He's rolling again.
And it looks like he was able to get it fixed. That car is definitely looking good. There it is right there. But it's so easy to go a lap down and so hard to get damage fixed here at Bristol, Mean Gene. Really not very much time at all under caution to get that damage fixed. Probably about 40-second caution laps, if that.
Yeah, you do not want that to happen. And add in the added element of the single pit entry.
Yeah.
You know, that's you gotta enter in 2, you exit in 1. If that happens, a mistake under green could run you 3 laps easily. So we'll keep monitoring that once we go into the green flag pit stops. I think we will reach an equilibrium at some point with the amount of cars, aggression, and accidents occurring. Pace car is off. Tony Iverson in the lead. Away we go. Iverson with a great start. Gonna get the preferred lane immediately. Bollinger on the outside. Lesko trying to make the apron work. Lesko has managed to keep that 10 up front, but boy, oh boy, has he got loose a few times. Behind them, it gets a little tight. Eric Thornton, Justin Parham running that black 18, and then you can see just Jay Dargert, Sam Milliken, and Hollis side by side. Good racing there from the 41 and the 17. Still side by side as they bring it around. Outside working there for Holler. Does make the pass. Great driving. The 41 going around the outside of Sam Milliken taking over the 7th position.
As you see these cars make their way around Bristol, you can see a bunch making pretty big contact. Well, not with that camera angle. Making pretty big contact with the outside wall. A lot of people struggling with that outside wall right now. And like you said, Mean Gene, Lesko making it work. He's not looking too comfortable, but the speed is there. Bollinger surprisingly kind of falling through the field right now. Below him, you see Thornton, and then there's a car off the pace there. I think that's the 56 of Matt Novella. It is off the pace. I think that is who we saw smack that outside wall.
Exactly. Matt Novella striking the wall coming out of 3 and 4, reduces speed greatly across the start finish line, fades back, immediately down onto the apron, realizes, oh no, I can't pit here, and he's going to have to roll it all the way around so that he can enter in turn number 1. Skips it again, just keeps on rolling at a very slow speed. I hope everything's okay with the 56.
Yeah, my assumption is Novella is thinking there's going to be a caution soon. I mean, like, if you go with the trends of the race, like your Larry Mack, odds are in your favor that there'll be a caution soon. Only 33 laps completed at a 15-second lap time track, and we've already done 4 cautions, so Novella probably trying to buy his time until then. However, it's not very long. There's Novella, and I'll go find Iverson for you. Not far behind at all. Iverson can likely see Novella out his windshield.
Meanwhile, Novella is battling Jack Sanders to get back into lucky dog position. Sanders with a 1.6 second lead over Novella as Tony Iverson creeping back on the bunch. The Undertaker in the lead. Nate Lesko behind him. The 53 of Bollinger has fallen back into third. Eric Thornton, Justin Parham rounding out the top 5. Let's make a party.
Oh man, Hunter Hall gonna get around. Oh my goodness, into Milliken, and I believe that was Ryan Holla into the wall. Yeah, it was.
Holla facing backwards. And everybody's slowing down. Oh, look at the 24 go above him. That's interesting.
And yeah, and the leaders are next, so he's gonna have to figure this out quick. Holler right there, and there goes Iverson, and that's gonna be a lap for the 41 right there. Happened so quick at Bristol here.
Now, meanwhile, we were talking about a lucky dog situation as Sully and Sanders were trying to figure it out. Buddy Sully going to bring it into the pits. Not sure how that's going to affect his lucky dog status. Sanders and Novella as well. We'll see which of those guys is going to get the nod as we are under caution here on lap number 36. 5th caution of the day, waiting for the balance to come to this race. But as of yet, it is still aggression and a lot of cars losing it on their own.
Yeah, you see the replay 41 right there. And I think what happened was the 41 actually got into Hall early in the corner. Check this out, Mean Gene. Yeah, right there. So watch that they go 3 wide here, Milliken on the inside, Holler on the middle, and then Hall on the outside. And he's gonna barely right here, not realize he's clear on the inside, get tight into Hall, and that little hit right there, Mean Gene, we know all too well what that will do to you. Hall knows he's gonna hit the wall. He's trying to check up. Loose he gets, and just facing the wrong way and into Holla. A chain reaction there that started with that 3 wide situation, and it looks like all 3 of them ended up paying for it.
I won't call it the big one, but definitely an issue for the drivers involved. Yeah, I think the possibilities there. Good work there. You can see the boys trying to take the evasive action. Yeah, J-Bev, one of the drivers right now, having a really good day. He's up 22 spots into 9th place. That is the commissioner running that 0-1 Ford. Another guy, again, look at Jay Dargert. How long can Dargert continue this run? We've seen the 59 using that top lane as much as anybody, and he's really diamonding it. And I wonder how long the tires are going to be able to hold out. We're talking about that number 59 United States Marine Corps Chevrolet. Dargert doing a good job, had a good qualifying effort up in 12th. But again, I feel like the diamond technique at this track makes you so susceptible to the slide job, or just having somebody straight up smash you in that left front and take you for a ride into that wall.
I agree. And damn, that was a sexy camera angle. Wish I could take credit for that. But here we go, Mean Gene. It's going to be Jay Dargett, though. He's staying out of trouble. And like we said, this may become, it kind of already is, an attrition race. And he's doing what he has to do, getting ready to go green again.
Green.
23
So
cars
fast.
on the lead lap. Tony Iverson with the jump. The 13 going to take the preferred lane. Lesko on the outside, going to keep it on the high side in second place. Then you got Colin Bollinger battling. Here comes Thornton on the outside. Thornton going to make it too wide. Down below the 53, going to burp it. No, yes, and again, we're battling Justin Parham, trying to make a decision who he's going to go with. It's Thornton taking over third. Looks like Collins in conservation mode. Up at the front, you've got that luxury. Further back, no way, you better drop the hammer. Look at the battle between Craig Schroeder and Kenneth Redinger. Craig Schroeder running that 904, and on the inside, you can see Redinger in that 42. High side again seems to be working. We'll see how long the tires last. And then Beverly behind them in 11th. Oh, I wonder what Beverly's thinking as he sees Craig Schroeder running the 56 on that livery instead of a 904.
I was going to say, I hope that's just my trading paints and not the reality situation that will likely be a penalty for Schroeder. So, hey, even more incentive to kick ass here in this race right now, which he's doing. And at least that 56 looks glorious. What a great looking race car. Even has the chrome numbers. These guys trying to figure this one out, get a little bit of laps in. I can't tell, Mean Gene, if Bollinger is in conserve mode or if he's in I can't figure this track out mode, because he is continuing to just bleed positions. He's now falling into the grips of Justin Parham. Parham, another really good racer. And Bristol, Mean Gene, I think very much a driver's track and one of those tracks that is very specific to a few drivers.
You're talking about Colin Bollinger. Are you trying to say the King of the North is unprepared?
Yeah, I mean, we know how many laps and hours he puts in the gym and in practice getting ready for these days. So it is shocking to see him unprepared.
I talked to him earlier. He said winter is coming. So I think he definitely meant track temperatures here.
Let's go
at
there.
Bristol.
Look at this,
Battle
Mean Gene.
continuing. Look at these names. Here he goes. Going to take a peek under Iverson. Got that dirty air. Couldn't do anything with it. Lesko, little loose coming out. Still at that quarter. Finally, Iverson gets clear. But again, Iverson being very cautious right here. Iverson, usually the guy that doesn't mind bumping and giving a tombstone. I'll tell you, the flip side of that coin is you got to be aware of when those same drivers are behind you.
Yeah, Iverson definitely thinking of the grand scheme of the situation there. Gave Lesko plenty of room. He didn't really give him much more than that very bottom lane. But that was more than enough. And Iverson, like you said, I think the old Iverson would have squeezed him all the way to the apron, maybe gotten him loose and created contact way too early. We still have 150 laps left to go in this race, so way too early to be thinking about that. Iverson living to see another day, and by the way, keeping the lead. So great job with some good defense there by Iverson, as him and Lesko still getting to know one another, racing up front week after week.
Couple of two-car battles going on in the top five, and then we see Justin Parham kind of putting laps in with some space in front and behind. Gonna tap the wall just for excitement. Then you got a two-car battle, Dargert and
back.
Grant Applegate. Applegate making moves now, climbing through the field. Remember, he started in 24th. Grant Applegate, last week's winner, so he's got a tall climb ahead of him here at the Coliseum, trying to make his way around the former Marine of Dargert. Then you see Redinger with a good run, and look at this, Schroeder and Milliken. This battle far from over. Now it's Milliken trying to look around the outside, and we are under caution.
Oh, looks like that's Dargert.
No.
Oh no. And so he had just come into the grips of that was Applegate, was it not?
I'm taking a little
here
look
we go,
here. They were close with each other.
Here's the replay on screen now. Applegate to the somewhat outside of Dargert. I wonder if Dargert's feeling the pressure here. We'll see if there's a mistake. So far, so good between the two drivers. Applegate not closing. Oh, he's too low. The 59 is too low. I think he's gonna get loose on exit here. Yep. It's like I have a crystal ball. And Grant Applegate finishes the job.
Oh no,
Big
and hard.
hits. And again, third time we've seen this back across the racing surface. everyone having to scatter. Oh, who was that?
Okay, we did it.
Oh, no, one car did get hit pretty considerably. It was Buddy Sully. Man, he's just a magnet today. As you see, Sully dug it right into the pits with some damage.
And meanwhile, tension is high as well, as a lot of drivers getting a little chippy on the radio because of the lack of real estate. I'm not going to call any names, but you can see tensions getting high. Meanwhile, Jonathan Casabir did retire, as you reported, and now Matthew Zerwick as well. Gonna go ahead and bring it into the trailer officially. Now, the pits are open.
Bollinger pit a lap before Iverson did, and Lesko and Parham. I think that's gonna give the lead to Bollinger, and I think anyone in that group that came in may get the same fortune. So it looks like Hall, Burrow, Stinson, and Schroeder. Schroeder has not pit, from what I could see. Stinson is last pit on 37, and that same lap down to Hunter Hall. And then on lap 56, you see Bollinger, Thornton, and Applegate.
Hang on, we're not going green.
And we're going to extend this caution here, me and Jim. We're going to extend this caution here. But then, if you see that over there, where you see Iverson, Lesko, Parham, Mills, that's lap 57. You almost never see that.
No, you do not. Very interesting selection here, and this chaos has absolutely
How are they going to figure this out?
Them to take the extra lap. So top four cars. Top four cars pitted back on 30. Top 2, 3, and 4 pitted on 37. Craig Schroeder yet to pit. Yeah. So he is that 56 chrome car up in the front on the apron. Now, next to him is Chase Stinson. Stinson did have an extended pit stop because of a little bit of damage. And then on that second row, Hunter Hall, who went for a ride, and then Brad Furrow. So I really want to see what happens with these front four cars.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Especially considering that some people love the diamond technique, others not a fan, and that will open up that door. I think I heard Furrow on the air. He loves to ride the apron and power up, and if somebody diamonds in front of him, that could definitely cause a T-bone moment of the race. Green flag, away we go. Inside row with a great start. That's going to bring Furrow and Stinson side by side. Furrow on the apron, got Bollinger behind him on the top. You can see Stinson. Eric Thornton going to cut down hard. Furrow, Stinson, look at this. Furrow now trying to run Stinson a little bit up, denying him the apron. That's going to let Furrow take over the second place position. Jay Stinson in third, Colin Bollinger, and then Eric Thornton. Hunter Hall running up high. Caution out onto the track.
Looks like Matt Novella involved in one here. Man, Mean Gene, I wonder what's going to happen here in the pits as we take a look at why this caution is... What?
Oh, it's Novella. I'm hearing Novella's having hardware issues.
That is sure what that looked like. Look at this, Mean Gene.
Yep, Novella having hardware issues. You can see the 56 into the wall, then continues, no control.
Target. Oh, Darget.
Yeah,
Darget
right into him, and then looks like poor Buddy Sully got another one.
No way. Oh, you did? Yeah, oh, my God, unbelievable.
I think Buddy Sully was the third car in that.
Unbelievable. I mean, why not, right?
I mean, the question is, how much damage can Buddy Sully take?
Hey, we're going to find out today, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, up front, we've still got that leader, the Schroeder, who is yet to pit, still being shown in the top position. Got to be thrilled where he currently is standing. Behind him, you can see the 5 of Brad Furrow. And then here's the cars that did pit most recently on lap 56 and 57. Bollinger. Then behind him, Eric Thornton. Hunter Hall, he pitted on 37. And remember, Hall went for a hard trip. Wonder how long that car can run before it starts to suffer some aero effects. Grant Applegate up 18 spots into 6th, last pitted on lap 56. Nate Lesko, Brandon Guerin moving up into the top 10. The 57 is in the 8th position, up 24 spots from his starting grid spot. Tony Iverson running 9th, Justin Parham in 10th. Nick Mills is going to be in 11th, Andrew Bolander 12th. Eric Gambrell, 13, John Beverly, 14, Matthew Fritz, 15th. You might be wondering, where are the big names in this as well? Other big names that we haven't talked about. Joe Vulpes back in 16th spot. Interesting spot for him to be in at this stage of the race. Also, Kenneth Redinger, ARCA champion, in 19th. And then Jay Stinson did come down on lap number 63 to get a little bit of damage looked at on that car with that 20-second pit stop.
Yeah, it's a lot of slicing and dicing throughout the field due to strategy. This is going to be another very interesting restart. We'll see how long we can stay green. Great progress done there by Thornton and Bullinger on that last restart. They are going to try to make quick work here of Schroeder and Furrow.
22 cars on the lead lap. Jake Dargert is the lucky dog candidate. One lap back, no one to compete with. Green flag, away we go. Late start there by Schroeder, backs up the field. Now Schroeder underway.
Wow.
Oh, and Brad Furrow into
Thornton.
Eric
That's
Thornton.
Oh, the big one. Almost.
Beverly into him. There's Applegate.
Wow, man, Jane. And that's what's going to happen when you have these different tire situations. Let's take a look at what happened. Shout out to Bill Fisher in our chat. He just called us the 2 best announcers in iRacing. That's so sweet.
Woo! That's what we like to hear.
That is what we like to hear. That means a lot. Thank you.
We need you to purchase Fox.
Yeah, right, please.
Fox Sports, and go ahead and put us on there.
It looks like Furrow just going in a little bit deep there. Let's see if I can get a better angle on it. Here we go. This will be a pretty telling angle here. So keep your eye on the purple and green car, Barney situation. Oh, Thornton comes down quite a bit. I think he thought he was clear.
Yeah, I think we're going to call that a racing incident.
And that's
then poor
Applegate.
Applegate. Nowhere to go.
Ooh. And there's a 57 of Guerin. Mills. Tony Iverson going to make his way through. Oh, the 24 of Redinger.
24. Andrew.
Oh, and the 98 as well. Me and Gene look back there.
Oh, Joe.
Milken and the 59 of Daggert have had enough. Oh, Beverly.
It counts. It counts.
It freaking counts.
It's a tiny T-bone. You know, like you get like a little bitty one, like a Lego-sized T-bone for that.
You know, like, I'll take it, I guess. Oof.
So meanwhile, there is talk on the radio between the drivers, but most of it is apologetic of the little dings that are occurring. Stop and start, stop and start. And so these guys communicating, hey, I got on the brakes too hard. I didn't mean to hit you. Hey, I got sideways. So good communication right now going on between 90% of the drivers, letting them know, I'm not trying to wreck you here on lap number 70. I'm trying to slow the car down. All right, so we do have drivers in the pit. I'm keeping an eye to see if Darger is going to get his lap back. Looks like, though, that he is not. I don't know if he was in that caution.
It looks
I
like
see him driving down on the apron.
And Applegate's going to continue to go in the pits and get damage fixed. Excuse me. While Vulpes and Thornton are going to try to stay in the lead lap here.
Yeah, battling hard to zip it around. Looks like Applegate is coming out of the pit in time. Good for him. Yeah, Dargert now, I'm showing him as being 2 laps down. So I think he did come in there. Nope, he's just trying to milk it around, yet to come into the pits. But he must have been really off pace to lose another lap there.
Green flag.
Yes, he must have been. We are
green flag, away we go. Oh, and look at Bollinger into the back of Schroeder. Tells him we got to drive fast up here. Drive faster, get fast. Outside lane, Brad Furrow. Now, a big block there by Schroeder. Schroeder now 3 wide. Furrow in front. Furrow spins. They're going at it.
Yellow flag.
Another checkup situation here. Oh, traffic
Three
jam.
wide.
We don't even need the replay for that. We already know what that is.
3 wide, a little bit too much.
Just a tiny bit too much, Mean Gene, which really any at Bristol is a little bit too much. They having fun conversations on the radio right now? Oh.
Ouch. Okay, so yeah, once Furrow came down, you can see the 71, the 41, the 17 all involved. Take a look at the 41. Watch his adventure in that.
Okay.
After this. Okay, yeah, this is the 3 wide.
And then
There's
there's
not enough space in Bristol.
There really isn't. It was never going to work. Who's the 41?
This Ryan Holler.
Holler. Here he comes.
And he did holler.
Did he?
Watch this, because he's like, okay, there's a wreck. We see the wreck.
You see the wreck. We have that much figured out,
So
right?
we're slowing down.
We are.
Like, you can see, look at Redinger. Redinger is full on the brakes. He does not want a part of it. Then comes the 71. He's like, what are we doing?
He wants
Why
that
are you
smoke.
slowing down?
Oh. Both ends.
Let me finish you off.
Nothing like that. On a Monday night. Look at Stinson and Milken. Like, could you go?
Look at Brad's like, I'm restarting it, boys.
And look at Buddy
just wait.
Sully.
I got-
Like, oh my God, what, I'm not in?
Buddy didn't wreck this time.
You
so
did
if
it,
you
buddy.
had Buddy on
Oh,
your
Stinson.
bingo card.
Look at Stinson.
Oh.
Frustration rev right there from our boy Jay. Bristol will do this to you, Mean Gene. I've only had incident penalties in 2 races, and both times it happened here.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, looks like
All
Brad
right, so
Furrow has parked it.
little more housekeeping. Yep, Novella has officially parked it. Furrow has brought it down. He's been in the pit for a minute. Let's see. Hopefully, he's going to get her back rolling again.
Oh, there he
Buddy
goes. There he
Sully's
goes.
machine. Yeah.
Furrow is not going to give up.
Come on, man.
Never give up.
quit.
And the 53. And look at Brandon Guerin. Again, attrition. Stay out of trouble. Find yourself in second place. Brandon Guerin definitely has the speed to do it. His last pit stop was back on lap 56, same as Bollinger. So yeah, they're in the same tire situation. Brandon Guerin, a driver that I think could definitely keep that 57 up here throughout this race.
Yeah, Brandon's got the speed. Has had a lot more track time here recently, so expect big things out of that 57 as he did lap there, pit on lap number 56. I just heard on the radio from the crew of the 59 Darger, lots of damage to that right front. Little bit of concern coming
man, oh
from
my God.
the garage.
Look at it. That's not going to go well, man, Jane.
No, all right.
green
Maybe you
flag.
should think about it. Pace car is off.
Too
Away
late
we
now.
go. 53 making a run outside. Guerin now in the middle. Little bit of a backup. Guerin gets contact,
no.
holds on. Parham around. No bueno.
Caution, yellow flag.
Remember when green flags happened? That was fun.
Well, you know what it is. When I'm driving on the street, green means go, red means stop, yellow means go real fast.
Real fast. We'll see
Real
Parham
fast.
here. I think this is gonna be just the. I think the window just closed on him, right? Let's see. He was looking on the inside of Guerin. I don't know why that
Oh,
was
is this
Bollinger.
Buddy Sully looking for a lap back?
Oh hell yeah! Wow.
Hell yeah.
Did you see what happened there?
Go back. I'm looking at Buddy.
Watch Bollinger here. Watch Bollinger here. Look at that run that Guerin gets. Bollinger cuts back down, checks up Guerin. And then that is what's going to cause the sketchy moment for Stinson, and that's all she wrote. Or for Parham, I'm sorry. And Parham does hit the wall here. I don't think that's that. It just seems like whenever you make that mistake here, it's that direct front hit to the inside wall, which is one of the worst hits you're going to find here.
Yep, and that takes Parham around. Parham now One of many cars in the pit. We'll keep an eye on that number 18 Chevrolet as we move forward. Meanwhile, out on the track, you can see top 10 cars all pit on lap 56 or 57. Behind them, Eric Thornton, last pit on 69 to do a little bit of repair on that number 1. Steve Lewis came in on 63 just to take 4 tires. That was his 3rd stop of the day. Holler and Milliken as well, still rolling on the track. That's the top 14. Behind them, 15th through 21st position, all in the pit now, trying to get out ahead of the pace car. Looks like Fritz is going to make it. Volpus, Schroeder, Will Hunter Hall make it. Here comes Stinson and Applegate. Oh, that was so close to stay ahead of that pace car, Zach.
That was so close. These guys are living on the edge right now, but it's what you gotta do at Bristol. Like we said, these pace laps are so short. You gotta take advantage of every second you have to fix that damage. Luckily for them, or actually probably unlucky for them, a lot of cars are already a lap down. If you're in the top 20 right now, it's because you're on the lead lap. So you do not want to go a lap down. It could be harder than you'd think to get that back. No one even 1 lap down right now, Mean Gene, only 2+.
Yep, you can see Furrow and Dargett both 2 laps down. We'll have to see how the battle goes between the 2 of them, especially with Dargett being so injured. Away we go. Bollinger going to lead him into turn number 1. Oh, Iverson side by side with Guerin. Lesko up into the wall. Lesko is loose. He's trying to hold on. He turns Redinger sideways. Redinger takes a hit. Redinger again struck by Eric Thornton hard.
Where's Buddy Solly? There he is. Just watching it. All right, that's going to be, I think that's 4 cautions in a row without a single green flag lap. Good job, boys. The song I just played is called Deathwalk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was fitting. Let's take a look at this one. It's going to be Ryan Holler, apparently.
Redinger took a shot.
Oh, there's a little checkup with Sanders. Around goes Holla. And that wasn't even the initial wreck. There was 2 wrecks here, wasn't there? Yeah, there was 2 wrecks here. It was Lesko was in one as well. Let's go to Lesko here. And that's Redinger here. And yeah, he did take a shot, Mean Gene. All right, so yeah, I think a lot of this started with Nate Lesko. Where is he on my data now? Everyone getting mixed up here. I can't even find him. I guess we'll just stick with Redinger. Let's see what happened from his perspective. Oh, there's Lesko. So there's Lesko on the wall. Loose and spinning around into Gambrel. Gambrel up into the 42. The 42 hits the wall hard. Looks like Beverly into the wall hard there. Man. And there's Volpus. Ugly, Mean Gene.
Well, I'll tell you what, while we're under caution, I think that's a great time to talk a little bit more about our sponsor here today. This is the Utility Labs 100, and we're talking about a company offering a variety of services: oil analysis, gasoline analysis, diesel analysis, coolant analysis, and diesel exhaust fluid analysis. Well, this is a company in Knoxville, Tennessee, but you can operate with them anywhere in the world. All of your samples will be mailed to you. You will get your sample kit. The sample will be taken. You return it to Knoxville, Tennessee. And this oil analysis, an essential element of prevention, predictive and condition-based maintenance. Depending on your needs, they can customize a personal program suited for you. These programs can offer reduced rates per sample and priority turnaround. Contact them to discuss the different program opportunities. Big shout out to Utility Labs. And if you didn't know, Labs is short for laboratory.
Good fun fact there, Mean Gene. Looks like they're adding another pace car. Go ahead. I want to hear more.
Laboratory, yes. I mean, come on. I should say it with an English accent. I'd sound smarter.
I mean, like, it's annoying because they do by default sound smarter just by the way they talk. Another caution lap added here as they try to figure out this confusion. I'm assuming a lot of wave arounds happening right here. I think the big thing to watch here on this restart, Mean Gene, for however long we get to stay green, is that 13 of Tony Iverson. He's been making some big moves to get back up to where I think he knows he belongs. Don't forget, he was leading this race before that weird pit stop situation happened.
Another driver up there, Nick Mills on the outside of row number 2, and Eric Thornton was just involved in that shenanigans.
Big checkup.
Away we go. Colin Bollinger with control. Gonna have Garand and Iverson behind him side by side. Iverson bringing it in. Now gonna take over second. Iverson wanting to make quick work of Colin and get back to the land of clean air. Garand off the pace, comes under attack from Mills. Mills gonna look underneath him, hugging the apron. Garand needs to get the roll on that 57.
Iverson's around! Iverson is around!
Iverson
Big one.
loose. Takes a shot from the 24, and now Hunter Hall, the 71, smashing in. Ryan Holler as well, slowing down to avoid contact.
Oh, no.
It looks like our friend Louie as well, friend of the station, taking a shot there in that accident. Oh.
I should have got more songs for this race. They're gonna get sick of the music.
Well, I heard the music. I knew something bad was happening, and sure enough, the 13. Did he just get tight on entry and loose on exit?
Yeah, so it already happened at that point. Let's see what happened to Iverson. I think so. I don't think it had much to do with Colin Bollinger. No, it did not. Here we go.
Well, look, there's the jerk. You can't do it.
Yep, he's already, yeah, he's
tried
around.
to adjust. He did not come in at the angle he wanted, and he tried to adjust back down to the apron and loose on exit, and that's what we're seeing. Here comes everybody.
Yeah, really nothing you can do at this point. Oh, that's Redinger again. And that was a huge hit for Redinger. Louis.
Yep. Lewis checked up. The car behind him didn't. Louis goes around.
Look at Thornton. Oh, that's going to be it for Tony Iverson.
Oh.
Who looked to have their fastest
Hunter
car.
Hall. He's like, why are y'all stopped in front of me?
Oh. Big hit for Hall there.
That was a combo shot right there. Who's pushing him through the hole?
Who is that? 71 there. Like, we got to go.
71.
Yep.
Ouch.
And there's Tony.
Jason Rochelle there, the 71, trying to fit the square peg through the round hole.
Very much so. Yeah, tons of damage with the 13. There he is in the pits. And Colin Bollinger, the only one who started up front, that remains up front. You could say Eric Thornton, but man, he just now got his way back up here. Eric Thornton looks to be very fast today.
Yeah, Thornton having a good run. Remember, he was part of contact early on, so we'll see what kind of long run speed he's going to have. Brandon Guerin going to stay out there. That's that 57 second car on the inside row. But he was off the pace, and his wiggle wobble really checked up the field, and one might say created an opportunity for disaster, which is what we saw there as we experienced our 12th caution of the day. Going to quit counting them on lucky number 13.
Yeah.
Colin, Nick Mills going to be on the front row. Then Brandon Guerin, Eric Thornton, Justin Parr making his way back up to the front. Sam Milliken, Craig Schroeder, Kenneth Redinger still rolling. Ryan Holler went from a lap down, now back to the top 10. Pace car is off. Colin Bollinger slow rolls it in. Takes off in the middle. Going to bring Guerin with him. Bollinger in the lead. Guerin and Nick Mills. Guerin on the apron. Mills faster on the outside. Thornton comes in too fast. Has to adjust. Thornton gets loose. Brings it down. Destroys a car in front of him.
Yeah, and speaking of caution and lucky number 13, some housekeeping over here. Tony Iverson has parked it for the day. And it looks like that was Justin Parham who got collected in that one. Let's take a look here. As I think it's going to see Thornton get loose. Yeah, wow. Into Parham. Hard hit for Justin Parham. Michael Mata back out here.
We see Tony Iverson and Andrew Bolander, both of them parking it for the day. So you're talking about playoff drivers. This race having big issues for multiple drivers. That is going to call the stage. Congratulations Colin Bollinger is going to take the stage. Nick Mills going to take second. Brandon Guerin third. Eric Thornton fourth. And Sam Milliken going to round out the top 5, collecting that one ever important point here in the limited points, stage points, only top 5 receiving them.
Yep, and as these cars get their services done, we will hit the KK Woodscapes commercial.
It's just 2, Kevin, okay? It's just 2.
That's it.
It's not 3.
Here at KK
Never.
Woodscapes, we only work with the finest woods, the finest tools. We sand the wood here at KK Woodscapes. We stir the paint with a wooden stick here at KK Woodscapes. And then we brush the wood with a wooden brush here at KK Woodscapes. And when it's all said and done, we have these perfectly manicured nails. Put the plaques in the trophies, in the envelopes, ship them to your box, and on your way to you to commemorate your special day. Got wood, KK Woodscapes.
Number 96, they do call that the stage. Again, no cautions scheduled for the stage points awarding, but we do see it coincidentally coincide with a caution here. Some drivers staying out, others taking the opportunity to come in. Remember, you can make about 100 to 110 laps on a green flag run. And we're going to see a lot of these cars put that to the test. Specifically, as you look up front, you can see Craig Schroeder in the lead, last pit on lap number 80. Joe Volpus last pit on 92. Joe, master of saving. That's that 98 on the outside of the front row. With Grant Applegate there also pitting on 91. He should be able to make it. Green flag, away we go. Schrader with a good jump, going to bring Volpus with him. Outside lane is smoking with Applegate and Bollinger. Jack Sanders on the inside trying to make the apron work, gets a mouthful of dirty air from Grant Applegate. Jack Sanders now holding the apron. Meanwhile, Eric Thornton taking a peek around the outside, gets to the door of the 57 of Garrett, gets to the door of the 41, now loses a little momentum, but has the exit speed, gets blocked by the 57 of Guerin. Guerin now around the outside of the 41. Lots of action here for 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, I cannot believe that one of Thornton still has enough health to even be as fast as it is, as, Guerin gets loose, turned around there, yellow flag out. Guerin.
Meanwhile, other cars checking up there. You can see Stinson, Holler, all having a tight one as well.
Yeah, that was that one happened quick there. Me and Gene, we saw live, so I won't even bother putting Guerin through. Having to watch it again. But one thing that I think is, one thing that really shocked me is just how much a few of these drivers are still in this thing that I thought had wrecks that looked like the end of their day. Grant Applegate being one. I cannot believe Applegate back up to 2nd place here. Definitely has a chance to win this one. Joseph Volpus has been much like Buddy Sully. He seems like he's been involved in just about every incident here today. And then behind them, Colin Bollinger. Man, he just really has to keep that thing clean. This is such an amazing points day already for Colin getting that stage, but now he has so little he has to do to come out of here with a massive haul of points.
Lots of activity on the track. We just saw Applegate battle Volpus there as well for about 3 laps behind Schroeder. Schroeder loves seeing that to keep those cars behind him, but now Applegate making his way up into 2nd. Have to assume that the 14 is going to take a shot at getting by Craig Schroeder. Pits are open. There's Gambrel, Fritz, and Dargert are in there. Hunter Hall going to get a lap back, but he's still going to be 3 down after getting the lap back. It's getting wild out there. 104 laps complete here today at the Utility Labs 100. Thank you so much, Utility Labs, based out of Tennessee. Again, check them out. They are guys that can create a custom performance program for your vehicle. Let's say you drive diesels cross country. Let's say you're one of those independent owners. Let's say you own a fleet of trucks. This is somebody that you can work with that's going to give you the exact details of what is going on with your fleet. Don't go to your mechanic and wonder, hey, can you help me? Here's my checkbook. Tell me what to do. You're going to write a check bigger than the DNC spending budget. Instead, go in there with some information, get the analysis done by Utility Labs, bring the mechanic the report, get the work done that you need, and not the work done that's going to put your mechanic's kid through college.
These drivers very far behind the pace car here, Mean Gene. Not sure why. Maybe trying to let everyone catch up as, a little bit of a
They're scared.
They may be, Mean Gene. They may be a tiny bit scared here, as this has been one of the uglier races in Monday Night history. And at this point, if you are healthy, a top 10 is almost inevitable.
Pace car off. We're looking at Schroeder, Applegate on the front row. Early start there by Schroeder. Going to get a good jump. Applegate on the outside. Next to them, side by side, you can see Vulpes, Bollinger. Here comes Thornton, still pushing the pressure on the outside. Applegate going to look under Schroeder. Going to hug the apron. Schroeder goes up high with the exit speed. He's going to take over. Applegate now into the lead on lap number 108. Behind them, single file until Nick Mills. Mills taking a peek under the 98 of Vulpes. Good racing. Jack Sanders still a part of the bunch. Hey, Stinson and Furrow still separated by inches. And then there's the 42 of Redinger taking a peek underneath the 5 right now as well. Remember Furrow last week ripping the rail like nobody's business. Got caught up in a wreck of his own, no one's making. Now Furrow into the top 10, looking forward, still wanting to use that outside lane. It takes a special kind of courage to go out there constantly, Zach.
Yeah, especially after you've seen what's happened to all these other drivers here today. One guy who has not lacked any courage has been Eric Thornton here. He's going to start working on Colin Bollinger. These two have been around each other essentially all race. Bollinger has done a great job recovering his track position throughout that race. There's a little bit of a blink out there from Thornton as we have now, oh, thank God he's back. As we now have Applegate trying to pull away with this lead here. Like we talked about, cannot believe Applegate with this recovery here. And as you watch these drivers go around this track, it's easy to understand how these cautions happen so often. So little room here, so much damage on these race cars. Look at that there with J-Bev.
J-Bev, the commissioner, putting it on right now, being shown in 12th. Up front, though, Applegate getting a little bit better speed with the clean air, but Bollinger, now that he got by Craig Schroeder, was actually 0.2 of a second faster the last 2 laps, and you can start to see that distance just get smaller and smaller. Behind them, Thornton, Mills, Schroeder, single file. Then you got Sanders, Stinson, Brad Furrow settling in, Kenneth Redinger as well. Top 10 looking smooth and single file, waiting to see when the activity will pick up. You want activity? Go to... Oh, Furrow taking a shot from Stinson.
Stinson really overshooting that corner, going way up about 1 or 2 lanes. Glad they were able to negotiate that. That was close to another caution there, Mean Gene. Stinson looking to be struggling a lot. And like I said, a lot of these guys dealing with damage right now, and I think just a lot of unpredictability within their race cars.
That's some good action right there. Stinson not going anywhere. Furrow, though, got a fast car, gonna tap into the back of Jack Sanders, continuing to try to get through here. Loses momentum. Stinson peaks down below. Oh, Furrow, don't go down here. There's a car's front end. The 5 needing to rip that high line and not come back down. Look how close he gets to getting back down into that lower line. Very dangerous when you got somebody down there. This thing getting exciting. Finally gets to the quarter, gets to the door of Sanders, looks around the outside. Furrow about to get this exit speed. Good pass. Brad Furrow into 7th now, and Sanders suddenly becomes on the target of Team Venom teammates Stinson and Redinger. Look at Furrow getting Schroeder now.
Yeah, Schroeder, I think, was a little bit of a roadblock, made it a little bit harder for Furrow. I think Schroeder staying out to get that trap position, paying for it now. I mean, Schroeder was not wrong to expect another caution soon after, but it has not yet happened, and we're seeing what can happened on the other side of that with those older tires. Really bleeding spots there as Schroeder, and I think it did kind of hold up the progress of Furrow there for a little bit. Furrow able to negotiate away around the outside here. Now it's Gambrill's turn to try to figure it out. Behind that will be Milliken. These drivers doing a fantastic job right now, keeping this green, giving to their space, and a lot of give and take as this race is probably its longest green flag run of the day. And check this out, Mean Gene. Nick Mills has joined the party. He's gotten around. Eric Thornton seems to have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, Eric Thornton fading just a little bit. Meanwhile, the other Eric Gambrill gonna get by Redinger right there with that clean pass. So Gambrill is a car on the move, moving forward, as well as Furrow. So keep an eye on Gambrill and Furrow. Eric Thornton. Oh, look at Furrow into the back of Thornton. Woo, that was a rough one.
And here you are on board with Furrow, and you can just see just how quick this all happens. And I was not. I wish I was. Right when you said it, I switched over, and you could see that it just happened. But man, things happen so fast here at Bristol. I mean, oftentimes, I don't know about you, Mean Gene, I don't even know where I am on the track. I don't know if I'm on the back stretch or the front stretch as Michael Mata, it looked like, just went around.
Yellow flag.
Yeah.
Yep, looks like Mata, looks like Matthew Fritz. The 48 was involved in that as well.
Mata several laps down. Going to bring out this caution here after a very good run here by our drivers. Mata tight through the corner.
Yep.
And yeah. Oh! The 48 of Fritz getting destroyed there. Wrong place, wrong time for Matthew Fritz.
That would...
And Fritz was one that I was really excited to watch. I mean, Gene, he had won Thursday night's Bristol race last season here at Bristol. Oh, I already said that. But he did it in a dominant fashion. That was a very clean race. And Fritz was one I was excited to watch, but just did not be able to figure out his way around this field. Has been so messy. As look at this, Applegate's going to pit while Bollinger is not going to, as will Thornton and Furrow.
Well, I mean, this is an opportunity right now to say, I'm going to put the fresh tires on and maybe I make it to the end.
I like this move. I like this move.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Tires wear slower than you think here.
At some point, the cautions are going to end.
Right. And even if they don't, this is a good move regardless, right? If they don't end, then good. You can end up or can find out a way to have enough fuel to make it to the end. And if the cautions do keep coming, oh well, you'll get the position that way and your tires won't get that old.
Yeah, so a little bit of a strategy going on. It looks like Thornton, Redinger, Jay Stinson, Grant Applegate, Jay Dargert is in there, Hunter Hall, Justin Parham, different drivers in different stages of disrepair coming in for different reasons. Matthew Fritz coming out of the pit, still being shown in ninth, even though he went for a ride. And then came down into the pits for an extended stay. But fresh tires on that number 48 as he makes his way out. We are under caution here. You're watching the Vortex Racing Network. Mean Gene Money, Zach Panzarella bringing you all the action of Monday Night Mayhem, race number 5 of our 13 race regular season. We're at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Utility Labs 100. That's right. 100 miles of insanity here in Tennessee. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsor all year long, Fish Speed Brakes. Jordan Fisher's group of drivers and coaches using Garage 61 and Discord to make an amazing community that's growing, finding ways to help you be more prepared for your league races. They can help you with speed, consistency. Fish Speed Brakes. We're back under green here at Bristol. Colin Bollinger underway. Buddy Sully coming out of the pit pretty late. Gonna be rolling though. And now look at Nick Mills, comes in a little too hot, goes up high. That's the number 20 in second place. Joe Volpus behind him cannot take advantage. Mills needs to settle it in. And look at this. You got Eric Gambrill up into fourth. That was one of the fast cars I said to watch. Jack Sanders in fifth. That's a season 2 champion behind the wheel of that Chevy.
Look at this with Thornton and Applegate trying to figure it out. Midfield, and we got a car around the 42 hard into the wall there. This may stay green. Bully Sully trying to avoid it. It looks like we are going to stay green here. So far, so good. But that is a big, big moment there for Redinger. Redinger gets hit huge there, and that's going to cost them. And now the yellow comes out.
Oh, Redinger immediately into the pits
Applegate
with
apparently
that
as well.
contact.
Oh no, Mean Gene, it looks like Applegate may have been involved in this one as well.
Unfortunate.
Keep your eye on the Halloween-looking Red Bull vehicle here, as Applegate gonna go around the inside and come around. Will he get collected? Yes, he will, by Michael Mata and Hunter Hall. And Grant Applegate.
Hunter Hall.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, Mean Gene.
Got
And
him.
I was gonna say I liked that move by Applegate and Thornton, everyone who pit there, because not just that, Mean Gene, with so few cars left in the lead lap or without damage, they have to pit anyway. They only went down to about 10th, but that was enough to put them in a bad situation. And Applegate running, well, I mean, that was all on him though, right? He spun himself out. I was gonna say run around the squirrels, but he has no one to blame but himself for that one. As so far, all you've had to do is not make mistakes, and that's what Colin Bollinger's done so far. And Nick Mills, for that
Well, it
matter.
helps when you got clean air in front of you, right?
Yeah, but he had to work his way through the field the same way that we had Applegate and Iverson have to, and they weren't able to do it.
This is true. So, might be wondering where the 4 winners are from this season. So let's take a look down memory lane. Charlotte winner, Colin Bollinger, currently in the front of the pack. Colin, of course, won 2 years ago when the boys of Mayhem visited Bristol and finds himself up in the lead currently. Week 2, we saw Tony Iverson take the win at Talladega. Tony, with a rough day, is parked and done down in 24th position. Not happy. And look, he led laps. Everything looked to be going good for the Undertaker, but instead he's the one receiving the tombstone, and away he goes into the garage area. Nate Lesko also got a win in week number 3. Lesko's day not optimal, as he is shown in 26th position. Not a good one for Nate Lesko. Led 1 lap. I love the AI generated image.
Oh my God, he's gone too, Mijin.
What?
I think he's gone. Is he still here? Oh, there he is. There he is. He's still here.
He's still trying. And then, of course, Grant Applegate, who won last week, hard at work on that number 14 Red Bull, trying to at least run a few more laps. Applegate currently being shown in 16th, but there are cars behind him still running that could push him down as far as 21st or 22nd. 70, 80.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Away we go. Green flag. Colin Bollinger in the lead as Applegate gets it back underway with an injured car. Single file, Bollinger, Mills, Volpus, Eric Gambrell, Milliken, and Sanders going to have a race. Milliken wins it into the corner. Sanders settles for 6th. Thornton battling with John Beverly, needs to stay up high. Does so, holds the position. The number 1 settles into 7th.
Here comes
Beverly
Applegate.
into 8th. Jay
we got a wreck.
Stinson and Brandon Guerin. Oh, Volpus sideways.
Volpus comes around. Also hearing some, it looks like Applegate came back on the, nope, that wasn't Applegate. Let's take a look. I think it was Furrow, actually, a different purple car. We'll take a look what happened to Volpus here. Don't like how alone he is, Mean Gene.
Oh, Brad Furrow cannot be happy about that one. He was running good, still on the lead lap.
So there is Applegate rejoining the track. Keep your eye on that 14 in the very bottom. But here we go, Volpus.
Oh, wow. Caution. Ooh.
And yeah, he just did it himself, did Volpus. Is he gonna recorrect this and go back across the track? Yes, he is. Oh, no. Oh, Joe doing a good job blocking it down. But then I heard Furrow. Here's Furrow. Keep your eye on this one here, Mean Gene. Michael Mata's reign of terror continues.
Yeah, he came in like a wrecking ball right there. Call Eddie Peltz. We need Eddie Peltz.
I know, we do.
Back it up and look at it. Look
Buddy Sully.
Oh, we need Eddie Peltz.
Buddy Sully gets his 15th one of these.
Hey, at least he was eaten and not getting eaten.
Very, very true, my friend. And poor Jay Darger. He was
Better
so
to be
good today.
eating. Oh. He was making the outside work. But, it's such short run speed. A lot of people have great short run speed. This is 100 laps of green flag racing. So, yeah, I run 35 laps and I'm fast. I run 40, 50 laps. I'm really fast. But once that car becomes unstable, again, there is no diffuser. So you don't have the downforce that you need. And then you put on slick tires, add on, 30 of your best friends surrounding you, dirty air everywhere. And then you're like, okay, I'm clear. I'm gonna gun it. And you got a 750 horsepower car that you're not used to on old, hot, slick tires. You might go around. So tight in, loose out, story of the day. Tires get old, a little bit of plowing up the track. If you're not gunning it to get loose, you plow up the track. So fine line of delicacy needed by the drivers here today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been asking a lot out of these boys, and even with all these cautions, that was the 17th caution, Mean Gene. And it was supposed to be 200
No, we're not
green
counting.
flag.
We're not counting.
It's counting for me, unfortunately. But it was supposed to be 200 green flag laps.
No.
But I do want to congratulate the leader right now, the pace car, and leading the most laps today. Great job by him. But here we go. We'll see what we've learned. Nick Mills does have something for Colin. I can tell you that much. But these restarts by Colin. Here we go. Wow.
Here we go. Inside lane goes, outside lane doesn't, backs up. Milliken, Thornton, and Stinson all touch. Now Mick Mills under speed, looking to the inside of the 53, blocked by Bollinger, holds the position. Bollinger, Mills, Gambrel all trying to pull away. Behind them, Milliken, Sanders, and then Thornton riding high. That's that number one black and green high side hustler, making it work. Zips by Sanders into fifth. We talked about Gambrel and Thornton being so fast earlier. Both have made their way into the top five. Then Sanders, Stinson. John Beverly's great day continues. The commish up 23 spots into the 8th place position. We are under caution.
Not quite sure why. Looking like it's Jason Rochelle, who's been quiet for a while now. But Rochelle looks like he may have parked it after this one. Let's see what happened to him. Rochelle here in the 71, and he's behind Volpus. Going through 1 and 2 here. And haven't seen that yet today. And no surprise there why Rochelle electing to park the car. Well, Mean Gene, 18th caution. You want to talk about the drive for 5 as we're getting close to our 500th caution?
Let's pop it. So, the Vortex Racing Network, in our first year of existence, we are now doing our first special event. Daytona is coming, and we are running a full-length Daytona, like so many other organizations out there. What makes the drive for 500 different? Number one, it's for free. You can sign up, use the link right there to sign up, and then you will be eligible for prizes, not just for the winner of the race and the stage winners, but also raffling off those prizes. Let's say you're worried about quality of race. Race Control, Jason Landry, 4-time Bonfire Premier Cup champion, will be Race Control. It will be broadcast live by yours truly, Mean Gene Money, along with KK, Kevin, Kyle, bringing all the action here on the Vortex Racing Network. And Zach, get a load of those prizes.
Yeah, there's going to be some amazing prizes available to these drivers. Winner of the race getting their exclusive KK Woodscapes trophy specifically for this race, which is an awesome one, maybe Kevin's best work ever. Also some Daily Driver Zinc merch packs, as well as some KK Woodscapes trophy vouchers, some driving lessons, merch from several of our amazing sponsors. So much good stuff up for grabs. That's going to be a fun race, and it's going to be a lot bigger of a racetrack than here today. It might be as messy. but the track will be bigger, so the caution should be less abundant. Sorry for that one. In that graphic we showed, there was 21 drivers confirmed. I'm happy to report that I think it's 35 now. You have all of Backpack Racing confirmed. The DDRL drivers of yours truly, Zach Panzarella. Dalton Geyer will be representing, but you also have Danny Sanchez, Brandon Lollis, and Brandon Wybara representing DDRL of Backpack Racing.
Yeah, then you're going to get champions from multiple leagues. Colin Bollinger, Sean Walton have signed up. You're going to see a lot of action, plus newcomers of whom we are unaware. It's a surprise, everybody. Green flag, away we go. Bollinger into the pit. I'm not sure what happened, but Nick Mills is going to be happy to take a...
Look at that. He's getting his way around
Nick Mills
Schroeder.
Into the lead.
Wow.
Yeah, he's taking a break back there.
Yeah.
Nick Mills into the lead. Eric Gambrell in second. Thornton in third. Milliken four. Stinson running top five. Mills gots to be Nick the Thrill Mills. No, I like Psycho better. Psycho Mills up front. Gonna lead him across the start-finish line.
It sounds like an 80s WWE wrestler. I like it.
Well, if he had a mullet in his profile pic, maybe we could talk about it. But this guy's got a high and tight, so that's not happening.
Good point. Look at Bollinger go, Mean Gene. This is a man on a mission.
Yeah,
and the only reason Bollinger would have done that is if he didn't have enough fuel to make it. Nick Mills pitting back on lap 97, so that tells me that Bollinger had pit earlier than that. I don't know why on earth, unless he was bored, you would have pit. Unless you had to. So Bollinger now working his way through the field. I mean, this is obviously the most fun car to watch right now. There he goes around Garin. That's going to be for 6th place. I'm sorry, for 8th place. He has a ways to go, Mean Gene.
Well, he did. He pitted there on 147.
So, yeah, fresh tires, I'm sure.
Yeah, it looks like he got fresh tires. So maybe he's figuring that was his last pit for the day, and he's going to ride this thing out for a championship. And, I mean, all things considered, he's just 2 seconds behind the leaders right now, already into 7th place with cars that have had a lot of damage on them in front of him. I mean, look at that. The 5 cars in front of him have all been in the pits for over 55 seconds each their last visit.
And here we are on board with Colin Bollinger. And you're right, these are going to be likely pretty quick passes. But again, this is Bristol. Nothing really comes easy here. This is the first time Bollinger's gotten to use the bottom this entire run. If I think what he's going to want to do here, Mean Gene, is get to the bottom of that 17, try to make these passes on the bottom instead of the top. That way, when he does get to the lead, he'll still have a lot of tire left. There he goes. Good pass there. See how much of his entry he had to sacrifice there. He likely still had Milliken over there to his right. Clears him there, has the whole track to himself. And watch how quickly he pulls in here to the 60th Stinson. Look at that.
Two car battles going on in front of Bollinger, who is in 5th place. Bollinger closing on to the rear of Stinson. That's Eric Thornton directly in front of him. 2 seconds ahead of those 3 drivers. Mills and Gambrell continue their battle. In-car view, look at the way he rolls it in there.
So
slowly letting off that throttle. That's not a full drop. That is a slow, that's some heel to toe, toe to heel action. Look at that.
No, it really is. It's exactly what I always say with that whole egg beneath the gas pedal.
Gambrell into the back of Mills.
Oh, and you got to see right there firsthand what that wreck avoidance is like. What have you done, Eric Gambrell? We're having so much fun, Mean Gene.
Dargert.
What's the radio like right now?
Oh, he was about to get... Dargert was about to get back on the lead lap, and he comes in hot, makes contact with Mills.
Oh, Gambrell.
The menace takes out Mills.
Oh, man, Mean Gene. And, I mean, I don't even feel like we have to harp on this for too much because we're not... Oh, and you're right. There it is.
Yeah, he would have been the lucky dog.
Did that disqualify him? He disappeared after that hit.
No say. Yo, no say.
I do. This was all types of bad from Eric Gambrell here, Mean Gene. So,
what are you talking about? He was going for the pass. He's in second.
Watch where this starts right here. So we come out of 1 and 2.
Second.
He's going to smack the wall and exit here. Right there.
Yeah, Grant Applegate does that every day. It's not a problem.
He does. So he's out of shape, and I think that may be why this happened. Gambrel, you can see, just enters the corner with way too much speed. I know he didn't mean to hit Mills, but man, he had to be on the brakes far earlier than that, Mean Gene. Especially after a hit to the wall like that. The car's balance was all off. You got to be aware of that stuff. Instead, Nick Mills and his victim.
Hit the wall there.
No, he didn't. He found a different way to brake.
What a pass.
And look at
Does
this
that count
wreck
as, like,
by Bollinger.
You know, iRacing counts
Clean passes?
Passes, you know, quality passes.
Yeah.
Is that a quality pass?
Yeah, that is what you consider a
clean.
quality pass. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think it was, because I think a quality pass is a pass in the top 5. So I think that was a quality pass.
There it is. Yeah. Adding stats.
You should start saying that. You should say, like, what a quality pass.
It was a quality pass right there. You know, yeah. So, you know, we were talking about statistics earlier. Fun fact. Did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
Yeah. I did.
Okay. Did you see what Bad Bunny had in his hand a majority of that show?
No. What?
Yeah, a football.
Oh, yeah.
He spiked it. Yeah, he had a football. Did you know Bad Bunny had more yards rushing carrying that football than the New England Patriots?
Yeah, I honestly would have 1,000% believe you.
He beat them 127 to 96.
Yeah, I mean, it's
he
kind of
won like 147 to 96.
Kind of like how that Mustang up front has led about 115 laps today.
You know, he led 93 2 seasons ago, did Bollinger. Pass car is off.
Whoa,
backing up a little bit. Milliken, Sully, all getting into position. Away we go. Good start there by Colin.
Look at
Gambrel and Vulpes. Looks like Eric Thornton trying to take a peek. Beverly back onto the track. Only 12 cars on the lead lap. Look at Vulpes having issues up high.
Yeah, he really is, Mean Gene. Vulpes doesn't look.
Yeah, that is not what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I agree. Doesn't seem like it wants to turn, and it, should be noted as well. Everyone now on newer tires than Colin Bollinger. Just about everyone bringing it down in the pits that time. So not considerably newer. About 17 laps. So you can probably take out what 7-8 laps from there under caution. So maybe about 10 laps fresher tires here for Gambrel as he looks for another victim.
Gambrel now on the tail of Bollinger. Gambrel did come down on 163 to get those 4 freshies. He can make it the rest of the way on these tires and be very competitive. That's the number 46. Watching Bollinger, taking it in, processing the data. Takes a look down below, gives a little bit of pressure. You know, that is a heck of a good way to get a pass.
Wow.
Look at him get right under that left rear bumper. Takes that air off. If he follows through with that, he's getting closer every time.
Watch his
think he can send the 53 around without making any contact.
Watch that 46 halfway through the corner right about now. Excuse me, you just see him absolutely close the gap on Bollinger. That is what you want. That's how you make passes in this next gen, is that drive off speed so you can set him up for the next set of turns and use the car's momentum. Gambrel doing everything right now, but one thing that's not helping him, Mean Gene, he only has maybe 1 or 2 more laps of running the line that he wants to, because pretty soon he's gonna have to be covering off Eric Thornton.
Yeah, and then about 15 laps, 12 laps after that, the tires will fall off.
Yeah,
and everybody will be back on the same page. So Bollinger, Gambrel, Thornton, and Stinson slowly closing in. Little bit of a gap of about 1 second back to Ryan Holla, and then Sanders doing battle with Vulpes. Vulpes maybe getting the car back under control, but it seems like he's still fading the wrong direction. 12 cars on the lead lap. John Beverly is the first car. 1 lap down would be your lucky dog getting him back on the lead lap. Boy, Bollinger doing a great job here keeping that distance. And you can see now slowly fading is Eric Gambrel. He needed to make that move earlier. He's going to need to throw the desperation Dylan move.
Oh, boy. I mean, that was at Richmond, but yeah, you called that to a T, Mean Gene.
Maybe, yeah.
That plateau point was going to come, and that is what I think is happening right now as Gambrel is starting to slowly but surely fade away. Maybe these lap cars will help, as you can see Hunter Hall pegged up against the wall there. Hunter Hall, oh my God, going to go across the track in front of them. And that's going to force Thornton off the racetrack. Oh, I think Thornton may have been involved in that, Mean Gene.
Yeah, it looked like contact
go
with
back real
Hunter
quick.
Hall. That looked very dangerous.
I'm gonna go
I'm
back
gonna
super
bring it-
quick here. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to as well. Oh, yeah, they touched.
Oh, yeah. And how's that not a caution as we're going to stay green? Of all the things I brought a caution today, I can't believe that didn't. That was
Hunter
an
Hall pulled the
ill-advised
truck.
move.
Yeah, Hunter Hall immediately leaves. He immediately parked it and ran
Doesn't want to
away.
hear it. Well, Hunter Hall, thank you very much for the sponsor today. Got that car
No.
some good. That wasn't Hall? Oh, and look at this. Applegate below.
Oh, my, oh, my.
What's something going on the radio right now?
No, he's just riding down low, staying out of the way.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's just putting in laps. He knows. I mean, in a race like this, the ability to stay out and get another 40, 50, 60, that's going to move you up about 2, 3, 4 spots. That's why he's staying out here. So many cars still running, even though they're under damage.
On top of that, Mean Gene, speaking of guys who are moving the wrong direction, similar to Joseph Volpus, it looks like Nick Mills did get a decent amount of damage in that incident with Gambrel. Nick Mills restarted in 10th place. We've seen a few cars have incidents, lose positions. Nick Mills has not, to my knowledge, made a pass since we've gone green. So unfortunate for that 20M Mills. You can't see it visibly, but we know how fast he is. He'd be going far faster if that was inside that race car. Up front now, Furrow in between Bollinger and the clean air, and there he goes, gets around Furrow right there, and look at that gap that he's starting to form on Eric Gambrel.
And meanwhile, Eric Thornton back under power after that hard collision with Hunter Hall. Thornton being shown 2 laps down, needs multiple cautions. Let Beverly get back on the lead lap.
There he
and
is.
then it'll be Thornton's turn following. Yeah, and then he does have Brad Furrow 1 lap behind him. But as far as last lap times go, Thornton is the fastest of them. Thornton only 0.2 of a second off your leader's pace. So somehow with that heavy front end damage, Eric Thornton still powering around the track.
Got to be a frustrating one for Eric Thornton. I think even with that right there, right, with this damage, maybe fresh tires, that could be why he's so quick right now. But just knowing that that one had it in it all day, right? It was capable of winning this race. We talked about it from the get-go. But Eric Thornton just, like I've said, all of Jared Kelly's bad luck we used to talk so much about, I swear it's been transferred to that number 1. And what better proof did you need than Jared Kelly getting the DDIRL ARCA win here today, right? That bad luck is behind him. It's all been space jammed over to Eric Thornton.
Yeah, right now you can just see exactly the damage that was done. The front end still moving, but that car, no way it's turning as much as easily as it was. So Thornton really having to baby the throttle and not able to do what we saw Bollinger do so well, which was the heel to toe, toe to heel, coming back down those straightaways. A little bit of blinking going on in front of Colin Bollinger. You know, that'll get the heart pumping as he sees Brandon Guerin with a strobe show.
Fun fact, Mean Gene, getting some deja vu from myself here. First time I ever led laps here in MRL years ago was at this very track at Bristol in the Truck Series. And that yellow's out. And I got wrecked by Steve Lewis. Or I wrecked myself against Steve Lewis, lapping him. So I was like,
Caution, Ryan Holler.
Oh, hold
the
up.
41.
We're going to OT, baby. And there he is.
Looks like Eric Thornton. Eric Thornton, we talked about it. It looks like Thornton could not keep it down.
Let's see. This is a replay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the car pushes.
It just got tight. Wow. Another big checkup situation.
I'll tell you what, I want to give Ryan Holler the Perseverance Award. That guy was a lap down. He's been in multiple wrecks, but he's somehow on the lead lap making it work.
Yeah, it's been incredibly perseverant from Holla, from Eric Thornton, even the guy that he just got together with. But I'll tell you what, Mean Gene, we did just bring up Jared Kelly. We're under our 20th caution. I think we may be going to overtime, so what better time than now to talk to these guys about the DIRL ARCA Racing League that's going to be launching next week. It's going to be just like it was last year, the sister league to this league right here, the MRL Monday Night Mayhem Cup Series. So this race will start at 8:30 p.m. green flag time, Eastern, I should say. And it's a 90-minute limit, and the reason for that is so that race will end right as practice begins here for this league. So if you so do wish to do double duty in 2 awesome leagues, you can do that, but also so me and Mean Gene can get our butts back to the broadcasting booth as they're getting out of race cars. But this is going to be another awesome season. The 2 exhibitions have been incredible, Mean Gene. Today at Nashville was a lot of fun. So 2,600 iRating cap chase racing format, just like what NASCAR is doing right now. Live broadcasted on BRN right before we go live here for the Cup Series. The ARCA DDRL Series is coming back. That Discord address is there on the bottom. Type that in, get signed up, or just reach out to me, myself, Zach Panzarella, Mean G Money, Kevin Kyle, Joseph Volpis, Patrick Cowgill. Any of us can get you signed up and ready to go for this league. We'd love to see even bigger fields.
All these leagues on the Vortex Racing Network umbrella, large fields, and once the season starts, they do get that cutoff point of recruiting. Monday Night Mayhem, we've already reached the point where this league is not recruiting for the rest of season number 6 because you wouldn't be eligible to qualify for the playoffs. This is your chance. This ARCA league, get into the umbrella now. Get into the Discord. Get to know these drivers. That iRating is going to get you around fast guys and give you the opportunity to learn or make teammates. Then the Bonfire Racing League, that's starting in just 2 weeks. Lower cap there, but you might meet somebody to pull you over there. Run on that Sunday morning league. Get in the umbrella now. DDIRL ARCA Series starting up in just 2 weeks. Pace car is out of the way. Away we go.
God.
Look at the side-by-side action.
God.
The Menace does it. Oh, and then Sanders spins the Menace.
Jack Sanders doing his
Wow.
admin duty
Look
there. That
Wow,
was
Gambrel
terrible.
got the King of the North. Gambrel got into the King of the North. He said, I'm winner and I'm here. But then Jack Sanders rolls up and says, nobody does it when the Colonel's watching. Colonel Sanders, immediate karma.
Eric
Look at this.
Gambrel
The
unlocks
Menace
his
on
inner
the
NASCAR
outside.
heat. What the hell was he thinking,
This
Mean
is
Gene?
awesome.
All right, here we go.
He's not called the Menace for nothing.
No, and like it's gonna be a black and red car for the rest of the time now, and all it's gonna say is the Menace. No sponsors for you. Look at Bollinger coming up a little bit. Bollinger comes up into Gambrel, and then Gambrel absolutely comes back down, and he just turns the leader.
In car. No, let's look at some in car.
Okay.
Let's look at some in car.
Keep your eye on the field here, because
car.
we got some drama to unpack here. I cannot imagine how upset Bollinger is right now. All right, here we go.
There will be a green light checkered when we come back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, there will. Wow.
And see, he's not doing it on purpose. He's turning the wheel to the right. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Let's go back here. No, yeah, so far you're right. There's the contact initially. It's going left. Nope, it went left. Nope. Sorry, Mean Gene, no. Absolutely not.
T-bone!
Oh, baby. Nom for you, Eric Gambrel.
And then Jack Sanders says,
That's
you
my
can't
friend.
do that.
That is hilarious. And then I thought Stinson was leading, but apparently Volpis led at the time of caution. So Volpis will be our leader. And Gambrel, not even that worse for the wear, is he? Let's see. No, he's not. Man, there's gonna be some fun interviews and conversations, and I can't wait to write the things I write.
All these interviews, of course, going to happen during our post-race show. Post-race show brought to you by the Highside Hustlers. Thank you so much, Tony Iverson, for your year-long support of the post-race show. Can't wait to bring it up to you. You are watching us here live at Bristol.
First
About
OT,
to
yeah.
have our first green-white checker attempt.
Okay.
Remember, possibly 3 green-white checkers. But you know what? We're going to get it done here. Joe Volpus, all day long, has been close. Oh, man. 2
Cameron's
months
still
he's been
alive.
close. And now maybe Volpus can close the door and put a trophy on the wall. Behind him, you get Stinson, Sanders, and Mills. Holla and
Mills is
Gamble.
back.
Green flag.
Green flag. Away we
Oh.
go. Volpus with the run. Volpus, great start, pulls away from Stinson. Stinson now with momentum as we bring it through turn 1 and 2. We're on the back stretch. Nick Mills trying to get side by side
Garen's
with
spinning.
Jack Sanders. Gambrel on the inside
Will we
with
get
Holler.
there?
Those 4 guys racing hard.
White
Volpus
flag.
across the start-finish line. That's the white flag. This thing is going to be serious. Volpus with an advantage. Stinson doesn't have the answer for Volpus. Stinson sends it hard into 3. Mills, Gambrel looking around the outside. Joe Volpus wins here at Bristol. Joe Volpus wins the Utility Labs 100. What a finish. Get that camera on Gambrel. Let's see how many people reckon.
Yeah, I was already way ahead of you on that one, Mean Gene. Garrett Gamble doing the smart thing and wrecking himself. Ugly UGLY. A lot of these drivers are not going to have an
Sanders
alibi.
again.
Was it? Oh, no, it's Mills first. Look at
Sanders
Mills.
got him again.
Oh, after the checkered flag? Let me
Yeah.
see that. Let me go back real quick. We gotta entertain ourselves
Sanders
somehow, right?
got him again.
He did.
Jack Sanders says revenge is a
And he
dish
just drives
best
away in
cold
the
served cold.
sunset.
Yeah. Look at him waving. He's waving at the fans.
Why is he only using one finger?
Yes. Oh, and now Nick Mills down there rubbing on
yeah, you saw
Gambrel
that
as
one,
well.
right? Yeah, he's like, "Hi, buddy."
Oh.
Mean Gene.
Oh. Yes, I love it. I love it.
And
I think we're
Volpus.
seeing the official coronation of the Menace as he put on a show for the fans. Let's go to those final standings. Now, remember, this league race will be reviewed by all league officials, but right now, as it stands, your
Before you
winner
say.
is going to be Joe Volpus.
sorry, let me get that back
Second
up for you.
place, Jay Stinson, the Team Venom driver, coming home with that second place finish. Nick Mills coming home in 3rd. Congratulations to Nick. Jack Sanders 4th. Ryan Holler gets the Perseverance Award with the top 5. Craig Schroeder gets 6th. Colin Bollinger coming home in 7th. Sam Milliken 8. Matthew Fritz 9. And John Beverly rounding out the top 10. Looks like Gambrel went over
Yes,
the limit
it
because
does.
put down 2 laps and he finishes in 13th. Ladies and gentlemen, so much going on. Thank you so much for joining us here today on the Vortex Racing Network. You have just watched the Utility Labs 100 brought to you by the Vortex Racing Network. Big shout out to our sponsor, Jordan Fisher and Fish Speed Brakes. Thank you as well for your year-long sponsorship here. Also, thank you to Kevin Kyle for his Sim and Destroy Racing Company sponsorship of the Pole Award all year long. Check out this apparel company, shirts, hats, Sim and Destroy Racing Company, all year long sponsoring the Pole Award. And he's not done. KK Woodscapes, Kevin Kyle coming double duty, also donating the championship trophy this season, season 6 of Monday Night Mayhem. Gotta thank him for that. It can make you and your league a trophy as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched the Bristol finish. Joe Volpus punches his way into the finals here at the Utility Labs 100. That's going to wrap up our normal broadcast, but don't worry, it's not over because we're going to take you right into the High Side Hustler post-race show. Post-race show brought to you by the High Side Hustlers. Thank you, Tony Iverson. for your support all year long, bringing us all this action. And, you know, the first thing we got to do in the post-race show is see if we can get our winner here into the booth. What'd you think of that action? You okay? Are you okay?
I have no words, honestly. I have no words, Mean Gene. That was far and away, that's not even a bad thing, but far and away the ugliest Monday night race of all time. Look where, how did Vulpes get there? Look at where he is. He's in the infield.
Oh, Joe. Oh, no. He's
Joe
doing
parking it in victory lane, and that's why you really got to win this race here at Bristol, is to do that right there. And I don't think Joe Vulpes is going to expect to have won this race, Mean Gene. It looked like it was going to be Bollinger, and then just S hit the F at the end of this one. Did it not? There are going to be some penalties, and like you alluded to, we did see some drivers hit their
we'll
stick
have
point.
to find out. But we got him. Hey, Joe
Showstopper.
Vulpes, are you in victory lane? What are you doing in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pulled me at the absolute worst time. If you pulled me 5 seconds earlier, there would have been a lot of words on this broadcast that can't be said. So
We were there. We saw it. It was cool. Oh, like what you're saying.
yeah, because
What? That was a really normal race.
so the reason why that was such an adventure to get in here
Look at him
is
drift, Mean Gene.
because I'm gonna say it in the PG way this time. The reason why is because everything's invisible for this whole platform. I know it exists, but I can't see it because the settings when I'm in the car are low enough, so everybody's stuff, like, you know, for the replay file can, you know, render
what?
in. So I have my graphics turned down while I'm driving the car, so it takes everybody's telemetry
Oh,
for the
like,
replay
that's not just
file.
you, though.
So I can't see the platform, so I needed help to get up here, and it was a bit of a problem.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, it looks awesome for us. You got fans around you. You're in the infield.
At least 20 fans.
Yeah,
Well,
at least 20 fans.
Well, let me tell you that we're levitating over here, and that's pretty much how it feels being in victory lane after that race. The way that race went is
Have you ever been more proud?
on some sort of miracle right there, to be honest. Actually, I should turn this thing off so it doesn't blow
Look,
up that.
Joe, I mean, all jokes aside, it was a very interesting race. I know you led 6 laps. You're probably not feeling like you were the fastest car, but sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail. You have been the nail multiple races over the last month. Eventually, you had to expect the turn card to pop up Joe Vulpes' way, and that's what we saw here today. You never had a bad hand, but you made it work. Insanity occurred. You were the last man standing, and you punch your way into the round of 12, and you're still on top. You were top 4 in points coming in. Eventually, it was going to come up Joe Vulpes. It did here today. What was the best brown pants moment of the Utility Labs 100 today for you?
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff that happened in this race. The worst, I guess the worst or the best moment you can say was all self-inflicted by myself. It was when I somehow ended up in 3rd, and I was racing with Nick and Colin, and I think Gamber was the one who was behind me. Yeah, there was 4 of us. And I started venturing up the track because the 2 of them, Colin and Nick in front of me, started venturing up. Maybe I can get something going to get something, like some speed, because I was like taking it really conservative the whole race up until that point. And I was like, maybe I got something if I try and push it a little bit a little higher on the track to get around Nick and then battle Colin, and then I looped it down the backstretch. And thank God nobody absolutely obliterated my car and T-boned me, or else that would have been it right then and there. That was probably the best or worst, whatever you want to call it, for my race. All self-inflicted right there. At last restart there, the one before the actual last one, where they wrecked in front of me, that got me to 16 incident points. So I was really scared there that I was going to get a drive-through, which would have been really bad in that situation. But I didn't know who was going to score the leader, because, you know, iRacing does weird stuff. But I guess since they spun and almost got lapped, it gave me the lead over Jay, which is exactly that's literally all. I just needed to control the restart, pretty much there at the end. I think no matter who controlled it, they were gonna win the race.
No, so let me ask you this also, Joe. The new package coming into effect on the next gen cars here tonight. I think we saw a lot of that. Can you talk about how you had to adjust your entry and your exit? I mean, no diffuser, more horsepower. Could you tell, and did it exacerbate as the tires wore out?
Yeah, you know, it drove a lot different than it ever has in the past here, especially from a couple weeks ago, from the bonfire race. Without the rear diffuser, it doesn't turn, and the extra horsepower means it just wheel spins everywhere coming out of a corner. So it does everything you want a race car not to do, pretty much, around the whole track, which made for, I think, all the chaos that happened today, to be honest with you. I think everybody got thrown the curveball that last week they changed the setup. Nobody was fully prepared for what it was going to do at a track like this, and we got what we got today.
Well, we were expecting it in the booth. We had talked to various crew chiefs and drivers, expected to see a little bit different handling car. I think that's exactly what we got on the racetrack. You talked about self-inflicted injuries, and you were not the only one. You talked about being fortunate not getting T-boned on those spins. We saw plenty of those tonight. Lots of damage on this track. To be expected, though, with fields this large, as everybody getting used to the new car. Joe, Zach, you got any questions you want to ask our champion here tonight?
How'd you get into victory lane? What do you do?
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
you meant technically.
So this is all invisible, right? So what you have to do is you have to ask the people in your team chat in order to tell you where the whole platform is, because they can see it and you can't. And let me just say, this was a pain. I tried to loop the car around in the infield over there, and yeah, it turned about as good as my old 2008 Ford Escape did over there. Trying to turn this thing around, it was a pain. It was like driving a boat. I thought I was going to be able to loop it like I can with other cars, but it wouldn't for some reason. Probably because I was in second. And then you just got to let everybody talk you up the platform, because you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
And it gets really complicated when 5 people are talking over each other to tell you what to do. And then you start cursing, and then you guys pulled me in the booth. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'll try to repeat that next process when I went here. Yeah, and you sort of parked it in victory lane. Like, I can't say parked because it's kind of
apparently, I'm probably inside some fans right now.
It's moving around a lot, so you kind of like, you're sliding it in victory lane.
Oh, you know what we could do?
I honestly can't tell you what I'm at.
We could both give him directions right now, and then he'd get the same.
Yeah.
Left, no, left, right.
Right.
Forward,
no, just
Joe,
reverse.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this sounds about right.
Okay, well, Joe, thank you, dude. A great race.
Congrats, Joe.
Anybody you'd want to give a shout out to here tonight? Yeah.
I'm gonna say something here.
Keep it monetized.
I was gonna hope one of you were gonna pull out the old Bristol reference from to set me up for when Kyle Busch won the first race in the CO2 cars.
This place sucks.
No, not the place.
This car sucks.
The car. I can't stand to drive them. They suck. That's my opinion on the car tonight. That's my opinion on the car. Hopefully we get to drive a little bit better when we go somewhere else, like Mexico City next week. So.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we'll plug that race for next week, Mexico City.
So you want to give a shout out to Kyle Busch? Is that what you're doing?
We'll shout out Kyle Busch. Maybe he'll win the 500 this year and make me happy.
We've got to make us a lot of money.
Shout out to the whole squad, both NMO teams. That's old John Beverly, Matt Novella, Eric Ambrose, Jack Sanders, Brandon Jaron. I can't remember who I named. Steve Lewis and Zach Clausen. I think that's everybody, because then myself is 8. That makes sense to me. So shout out to all them for always be racing with us and doing what they do. Shout out to everybody messing up and handing me the victory there, whether it was voluntary or involuntary, I don't know, but that couldn't have been a more perfect storm to put me in a position to win in a car that didn't deserve to probably finish top 5 if everybody had a good race. So thanks for that. Shout out to Jack Sanders on the new paint scheme as well. On a serious note, suicide awareness, very, very important this time of year for me. Lost a close friend back in high school. 13-year anniversary coming up in a couple of weeks, actually. So, very important to me. Actually, I don't know if I want to pull this car out again because it's 1-for-1. So I don't know if I might have to honestly retire it after this.
It's a good-looking car.
Leave it as a 1-for-1. I really love this paint scheme, and it's a really good tribute car too. I'm just so glad I was able to get a win in the first one, no matter how it happened, to be fair. But love this track and every other race car now at this point. And yeah, just shout out to you guys for doing the broadcast again, even though I just ripped you for not giving me the Kyle Busch reference. But
sorry, buddy.
let me help you out. Am I the last interview?
You're the first.
No, you're the first interview, buddy.
Oh, I'm the first interview. Oh no.
We're about to boot you and pull
It's like, oh man, I kind of long, didn't I?
Oh man, I thought I was the last one. I was gonna try and segue you straight into some good promos, but I'll
we
save it
co-
for another time.
Joe, we had
There you go.
20 cautions. We hit the promos today.
Yeah, we promoted a little bit.
Oh, let's go. All right,
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
this is Joe Vulpes. He is the winner of the Utility Labs 100 here at Bristol, race number 5. 5th winner in 5 races. Now 5 men have secured their position in the round of 12. Congratulations, Joe. Go have a drink. You deserve it. And, pour one out for your friend, man. I'm sure he's smiling down as you took the win here in his car.
Shout out.
Guys.
That was Joe Vulpes, and he took the win, and a really emotional win there, too, right?
Yeah, it's a special one, man, Jane. To win it with that sponsor, very, very special. And it doesn't, like he said, it doesn't matter. I got it done. I felt that way when I got to drive the 12 Golden last time for Puckett over in Arca, and I won by, not feeling like I was the fastest car. Not sure if Joe did, but sometimes it feels meant to be, and I felt the need to part that car as well, and I never drove it again. But yeah, that awesome one for Joe to win, and also someone that does so much for this league. When you're one of the admins, the several parts of this league that has to deal with a race like that, you're kind of are the one who deserves to park it in victory lane.
I love it. Well, speaking of a guy that deserved it, you earned it today. We bringing in the second place finisher, Team Venom driver, Jay Stinson.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all?
What's going on, Jay? Oh man, that's such a soothing voice, man, Jay Stinson's voice. Well, and I also got to give props to you, as I was like, I'm finally to hear what it sounds like when Jay Stinson's stressed out, but no, not today. Today was a crazy one, man, and you were in the middle of a lot of it, and it looked like almost none of it was your doing, but it just seemed like that type of race. So take me through what it was like today here at Bristol, and start to finish. How did your experience change, and did you expect to be racing for a win there at the end?
No, definitely not. I came in because I love Bristol. I live near the area.
Nice.
Love the track, and wanted to come in here and race and have fun with these guys, and do my best to not cause any mayhem. I don't know of anything that I caused. I may have caused a bump or something there once or twice, but it was 30 some cars on this track, and it was a little chaotic throughout the race, and just trying to pick and choose where you wanted to be. And you thought being up front would have been the smart move for sure. Like, hey, let's get up top 15 and kind of ride and see how it goes. But tonight it seems like that's where most of the wrecks were starting to happen early, and then you had some in the back. So it was a mixed bag, really. But my goal was just to keep the tires under it, keep gas in it, and just be as patient as possible, and not try to do something real stupid and make a mistake.
Yeah, 20 cautions here today. I'm not sure if it felt like more or less being on the track here today. Really cool to hear that this is a local track for you. This is on top of my bucket list personally. I'm from California, and when I go on that inevitable road trip to go do a bunch of tracks, this one is number one for me. So very jealous to get to come here all the time. But also someone that runs part in full time in a lot of leagues and has definitely been around here in BRL and MRL at Bristol. How did this one specifically what was so different about it, I guess is what I'm trying to ask. Was it that new update that we just had in the Cup car? Was it the field? What made this one such an S show?
Well, I think, honestly, I think it was just getting used to the car being a little different. I think it was a little snappy out of the turn, and you had to control the throttle to do so. And then you had a little bit of impatience, a little bit overdriving. You had some guys that probably didn't settle into the fact that it's a 200 lap race. And, they were trying to push and get position early instead of saving and being patient and waiting. So, you had a little bit of everything in this one. I say the car didn't help, in all honesty. It's something new, and it was it was a little snappy if you wasn't ready for it. So I won't blame it all on the impatience. It was a little bit of the car, but a little bit more patience when you see wrecks and that type of stuff. Would have been nice for a lot of those guys. I was fortunate. I had a horseshoe stuck somewhere, you guys know where, and I was able to get out of some of those messes. And so it was that part of it was great. I was able to keep it clean. I rode around from probably lap 70 something with 14X, so I was trying to stay away from 17 myself. So it got interesting there.
I was during the broadcast, this is the only track I've ever had an incident penalty, and I've done it twice here and nowhere else. But yeah, I think you really just put that perfectly. I think what also to compound your point, like in terms of to be good at Bristol, you need patience. I'll never forget that. Like Dale Jr., I think it was his podcast where he talked about his dad taught him fast or slow is fast here, and once you figure that out, that's how you end up being fast 50, 100 laps later. But when the cautions are stacking up the way they were today, people just throw patience out the window and it snowballs, and we saw that today. But I think a big part of you, I mean, not just where the horseshoe was and how uncomfortable that must have been, but also the drivers who finish these races are the ones who understand that, they recognize it, and they adjust accordingly, and they get that car looking really good, and they do to the end. So well done, Stinson. Excited to watch you. I think we have you full-time over on Wednesdays, where you've been putting on a show there. You were looking like absolutely one of the championship contenders. So thanks for putting on a show here today, man. Always great to talk to you. Any shout-outs you want to give before we let you out of here?
Oh, absolutely, man. You guys, I love going back and watching these. You guys always do a great job. Shout out to the broadcast team. Probably the best I've heard. And I've done a lot of league races and stuff like that. And you guys gel, and you make it so exciting to go back and watch these things and during. So hats off to you, the MRL group. Crazy league. For anybody that's not in it and listening, like, so much fun. A lot of great guys. They do a lot. They always have something going on. So check them out. MRL's a fun place to come race and unwind and have some fun. And like I said, best broadcasters that I've heard. So shout out to them and all the admins that put this on. Vulpus for a great win. Admin in a race like this and then winning. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. Nuts.
I wouldn't know how to feel. No. I would not know how to feel after winning this one, but I totally agree. Hey, I'd take second place too. Well, good job, man, and thank you so much. That genuinely means a ton. Man, always amazing seeing you here on Monday nights, and thanks for putting on a show here today.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, man. I love when they say that, me and Gene, but it's all you. All the chemistry they talk about, it's all you. You know what?
Hey, speaking of chemistry, man, isn't it nice to see Team Venom all together?
It really is. Like, it's cool to see them
all
again.
All four of them today.
Mm-hmm. And it works, right? They race well together. Jay Stinson, very aware, very astute about what was happening around him, and that's how you survive. I mean, we're looking at this during race footage right now, and that 60's looking good. So yeah, Stinson, great job here today, and keep watching him over on Wednesdays in this very same network. That guy is looking like he is lights out fast.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this progresses. You know, it's all about the accumulation of points, and nothing better than repeatedly finding yourself up on top of that podium. So after the penalties, I think Nick
got Mills.
Third. Yeah, Nick sent me a message. You know, a little bit late for Nick. He's got a real job. He got to get up in the early AM. That's right, but Nick said he wanted to give a big shout out to one of the teams that he works for, Sim and Destroy Racing Company. Thanks to Kevin Kyle over on that side. Also wanted to congratulate Joe Vulpus and thank all the officials who make this such a fun place to race. So Nick Mills bringing it home in third here today, but had to jump as quick as you can. And that happens with these later races, which, you know, kind of makes the DDI-RL ARCA series just a little bit more attractive because, you know, 90 minutes max in and out. Next thing you know, you too can go in and out. That league just coming up in just another hot golly, just one more week, and we're going to kick that bad boy off. Who came home in fourth?
So fourth place, my stats are all types of messed up now. Because, yeah, I was at first saying Nick Thornton, but it wasn't Thornton. Who was it?
Yeah, I'm not. You got to look at the.
Let me pull up the results real quick.
I closed iRacing, yeah, so I can't see results.
I'll pull up some results. It looks like it was Jack Sanders.
Oh God, I really want to interview Jack.
Here. Please tell me he's here.
No,
Dang it.
You know, Jack was out there doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, he was.
He spun Eric twice for a good time.
He got Eric's chest gamble, Eric's brain. I'll have, next week I'll have something.
No, it's just the menace. Johnny Replay gave him that nickname.
Johnny Replay gave that name? Wow, I love that.
He called him the menace. He said he's a menace. I said, oh man, we're gonna ride that one, Johnny.
Eric, we love you.
Yeah. I love calling it, you know. It's so interesting to watch a driver with so much raw speed because you got to push the envelope if you're going to be competitive, especially in a league like this. But then where is that line where you go too far and you start costing people? You know, you spin a Nick Mills, you spin a Colin Bollinger. You know, so it's a matter of finding that medium. But I'm telling you, if you're not pushing the envelope at some stage, you're not going to win. You're going to take your time. You're going to follow. The laps are going to click off. And all of a sudden you finish in third or fourth place and you think, where did this race go? You want to know where this race went? It went back at that 3/4 mark when you decided I'll just follow. You know, you got to pick your own line. You got to pick your own moments. And so it's much easier to tell somebody to ease off than it is to tell them you got to get faster. So I think we're watching the what did you say it, like the Ross Chastain moment maybe?
Yeah, very much Ross Chastain vibes to me. And I agree with everything you just said, me and Gene. You're right. You have to eventually man up and put yourself in very uncomfortable situations and make moves like what Gambrel did today. There's nothing wrong with it as long as what happened didn't happen today. And do you watch the show Friends at all? There's one part where Joey is mad at Chandler, and you ask today, where's the line? And Joey says, the line is a dot to you. And that's what I tell Eric Gamble right now.
Wow, the dot. Eric the dot Gamble. Nope, that doesn't work neither. I'm sticking with Menace. I think Johnny came onto something right there.
Oh, Johnny, when Johnny comes up with a banger, I mean, you shouldn't fight it. They are oftentimes
man,
just...
what a you know, a few cautions more than we would like to see, but again, dealing with that whole new package of cars, so it's to be expected. Race results in and final as well. I think there'll still be some possible penalties down the road, but for now, we see the iRacing gods have spoken. 11 cars finishing on the lead lap. Gambrel being shown one lap down, who comes home in 12th. But grats to the guys that made it through this thing. Look at that. We talked to Vulpes and Stinson. Nick Mills ends up third. Jack Sanders, the Colonel, with fourth. I think that's his top finish so far this year. Congratulations. Yeah. Ryan Holler, look at this. Battles through it. Comes home with that top 5. Gotta be thrilled with that. Does get the 5 penalty points for the incidents. I don't think all of those were him. Craig Schroeder, how about the rookie? Starts in 22nd, comes home in 6th. Collins 7.
Plus 11 points 8. For Craig Schroeder.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to that. Let's look at that season.
Got that on screen now.
Standings.
And biggest thing that's sticking out to me is Colin Bollinger, even with that misfortune at the end of the race, able to scrape through this and come out of here the new points leader, eclipsing Applegate with a nightmare day, much like his other competitors. And I do remember, me and Gene, I had deja vu right when Volpes crossed the line, that we talked about who's going to win next in this league, and we said Joseph Volpes. And now look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's up? I'll tell you what, this is great right here. And look how tight. We do see Lesko take a dip in the points, but look at that. Volpes, Applegate, and Bollinger all separated by 7 points. Colin did win the regular season last year. Applegate won the playoffs. So those two guys just separated by 2. Volpes gets his first win of the season here at Bristol, and thus in third. And then Lesko, Iverson, rough day for the Undertaker. He'll be back. Nick Mills, again, running strong, jumps up 3. Gambrel moves up again. The points, you can see that jump in between Volpes, Lesko, Iverson, but look how much they are above that 12th place spot. 12th place, 106. And then you go up and you can see Stinson with a nice 6-point lead over that. Gambrel 10 over it, but all of that still to be determined. And you got to look below it as well. Wyatt Mickelson, rough day. Daniel Plant-Smith didn't run. Sanders with the jump. Holla with the jump. Guerin with the jump. Milliken, Schroeder.
+7, get Milliken.
All of these names, they're going to come into this picture. This is just race number 5. So can't wait to see, because, oh my word, next week, Zach, new car, new track. No one in Monday Night Mayhem. This will be a first for the MRL league.
Yeah, it will, and maybe even last. Who knows how long that will stay on schedules, but I'm excited for it. I can't wait to be in the booth with you for that one. I love the idea of racing there. I think it's something that the ARCA series was trying to do as well. That's going to be a fun one over in Mexico. You have your passport ready?
Well, of course I do. Mean Gene Money always has his passport. And, you can't bring firearms with you, so you make sure you got a contact that'll have that box ready when you arrive. So we're going to be fine. We're fine here. Everything's fine. How are you? Going to be exciting next week. Can't wait to see Mexico on that schedule. Boy, what a great night. Again, thank you so much to High Side Hustlers for sponsoring the post-race show. Thank you so much, Tony. And a huge shout out to our race sponsor as well, the Utility Labs 100 here at Bristol. Tennessee company sponsoring Tennessee race, Utility Labs 100. Check them out online. These guys can help you with the performance of your fleet of trucks. If you race, even your home car that you have, get online, talk to these guys. They're going to set a certain package just for you and make it work so that when you go to the mechanic, you're ready to do more than just hand over your checkbook. Zach, any final thoughts as we head out tonight?
Ugly race, but that's Bristol. A lot of fun, and that definitely, like we saw, mixed up our points, and I think next week will even more. I'm excited to see not just who the road course ringers are in this league, but also on top of that, me and Gene, who can adjust to a brand new track so quickly. I would keep your eye on Grant Applegate next week. We saw how good he was last year. Jordan Fisher was the problem. He's not here now, so I cannot wait to see what happens over there. Super excited for that. Bristol today, but this league remains as one of the top shows here on BRN. And don't miss next week where we're starting to do our doubleheader for the first time. Can't wait for that.
Oh, and I'm thinking, what are the new names going to do? What can Nate Lesko do on a road course? What's the return of Buddy Sully? Wyatt Mickelson, Ryan Holler. What are these new guys? Craig Schroeder. How do they run on a road course? And how will they compare to the pros that we've seen dominate these things? A Matt Novella, a Joe Volpes. What will happen when they come back? It will be fascinating. And as you said, Grant Applegate, top of that list as well. Cannot wait. Only way to do that is to see it right here live on the Vortex Racing Network. And across the umbrella of broadcasts that we offer here, best way to keep track, make sure you are subscribed. And don't be stingy. Share it with your friends so they too can enjoy all of the madness that we have to offer. Starting next week is a doubleheader. Will return the DDI ARCA Series with its opener. That will be at 8:30, 7:30 Central, live here on the Vortex Racing Network, brought to you with Hilltop Bullet in the booth. Then the Monday Night Mayhem continues. Mayhem Cup Series at 11 o'clock Eastern. Yours truly, Mean Gene Money, with Zach Panzarella at Mexico next week. But it doesn't stop there. Tomorrow, the Dennis Puckett Big Trucking Tuesday Series continues. That will be an amazing race. We've seen large fields. Come back and see, can AJ Benish kick the slump, get back into the playoff picture? Zach, no win and you're in over there.
They are unforgiving over there in terms of their point format, but it's made for some fascinating stories over there. I cannot wait to see what happens tomorrow. And yeah, we're in the nitty gritty over there now. You cannot blow it. You cannot even have a bad race anymore. AJ Benish, I think, definitely going to be the best story to follow, the defending champion on the outside looking in.
And then look at the rest of that week, Zach. And I mean, I can't say enough about the MRL DDI Moonlight Truck Series.
Oh my God, it's been so much fun. I can't wait for these guys to get to see what went down last week. I think it's going to be yours truly and Kevin Kyle in the booth together. Always fun to work with him. That was a crazy race over at Las Vegas. I didn't think it'd get any crazier than the Rock, but we found a way. Excited to show that off, and only getting better. The fields over there are enormous, and the collection of talent, that really feels like an all-star race every time you go over there.
And we're going to continue the action. You can see Thursday, the Quantum Contender Series is coming back. We're going to have that starting in the spring, so no sooner does the cold weather go away than the heat on the track will arrive. Lawn season, amazing tracks. That's going to be brought to you by Kevin Kyle and a mystery announcer. Don't want to reveal it yet, but let's just say that things are happening behind closed doors. And Sunday, Premier Cup Series, congratulations, Jason Landry, taking that championship at Nashville. Four-time champion, 3 in a row for Landry on his farewell tour. Jason Landry, of course, announcing his retirement from full-time racing, as he is going to focus on a 4K iRating plus ARCA League that will be starting on Sunday, and bringing his Ignition Point teammate, who won the Best of the Rest series, Jared Kelly, with him. So, congrats to those two gentlemen for winning their respective tournaments in the Bonfire Racing League Cup Series on Sunday. That'll be taking a 1-week break, and then it restarts on the 22nd with the Dennis Puckett Memorial live from Kentucky Motor Speedway. So 1 week off there. If you like racing the next-gen cars, you want to do it on a Sunday, you got a 2K iRating cap or lower, that's the one for you. Jump in there. So 2 of these leagues actively recruiting. 3. The Quantum Contender Series is recruiting. The Premier Cup is recruiting, as is the DDI ARCA Series. So plenty of opportunities, whether you're 2K, 2700K, or 3K. Jump on in, get you some action. Who knows? Maybe you join us here in the booth after a nice victory like old Joe did today.
Yes, sir.
Well, that is going to wrap us up for today. Thank you so much to everybody involved. It's been a pleasure for us. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as we did, presenting it for you. On behalf of myself, Mean Gene Money, Zach Panzarella, want to give a big shout out to the league sponsors here today. Of course, Utility Labs for sponsoring the Utility Labs 100. Thank you to Fish Speed Brakes for being our season-long sponsor. Fish Speed, of course, making drivers faster every session. Thank you to Tony Iverson and the Highside Hustlers. Big shout out to Kevin Kyle and KK Woodscapes for donating the championship trophy. And the pole award as well, brought to us by Sim and Destroy Racing. Thank you to the league admins, and thank you to the fans at home. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night, and as always, bottoms up and hammer down.